Time you are. We're on the air.
All right.
Welcome, everybody, to the Miami Trace football game against Jackson tonight. And it's the Indians against the Miami Trace
Panthers.
Panthers.
Ironman from Jackson.
Oh, is it the Ironman?
It's the Ironman.
Okay, it's I was thinking Indian. I saw the I was thinking Indians. Ironman, you're right. It is the Iron. I knew that, but my mind went out the door.
It is a beautiful night for football here at Tony's and Welding and Fabrication Stadium. It doesn't get much better than this, Joe.
No, it's a beautiful night, and it's a good night for the players. Sometimes you'll say it's a beautiful night for the fans in the stands,
Yeah.
but it's too warm and hot for the actual players to go down there. But tonight I think it's an actual good night for the players. It's warm, but I don't think it's too warm for them.
The sun's going to go down. It's going to cool off for them. And
Right.
It's perfect weather for some Friday night football.
We've got some information about the game tonight. First of all, the Ironmen are from Jackson are 5-1 coming into this game and doing very well. And the only game they lost was against Ironton, and Ironton is usually a state-bound team. So that's
it's a very that's a prominent program down in southeastern Ohio. Last year was able to make it all the way to the state championship game.
Right.
They lost to South Range in that game. But the Ironmen bounced back after that and was able to knock off Wheelersburg, Western Brown, Hamilton Ross, and Washington Courthouse. So they're on a bit of a little streak here.
right.
Trace, on the other hand, though, kind of on a win streak themselves, sitting 4-2. They dropped a really close game, which you guys are here doing against Wilmington. And then faced a really tough team out of Logan Elm, who is ranked in the state right now. But they've rattled off 3 wins of their own against Bethel Tate, Western Brown, and McLean to open up FAC play.
This, as far as I'm concerned, will probably be their toughest match the remainder of the season. If they can get over this hump, if they win this game, they're in the driver's seat to finish with only 2 losses the rest of the way.
Absolutely. Jackson is a very well-run program. Coach Andy Hall there has really, really, really built this thing into something to admire, I should say. If you're a football head, I mean, they constantly have contenders, great-looking players. You can tell these guys are bought in the weight room, and Jackson is kind of a football town. I mean, if you've ever been down there, the town shuts down on a Friday night, and their fans packs Alumni Stadium. It's loud. It's a very interesting place to go take in a Friday night football game.
And it looks like he's a coach that goes with what he has because, like you said a few minutes ago, they had a quarterback that went to OU that was hitting his receivers, had good wide receivers, and had a good team. Now they're more of a running team. So I think, he looks, okay, what do I have? Then he builds the program that season around what he's got.
Yeah, Andy Hall, he's a smart guy. He's gonna go with what he has. You kind of change as the game changes or as your team changes. If your team's strength is on the ground, then by all means, pound the rock.
Oh, and we was watching him warm up, and he's got an arm, and he's got some receivers, so it's not like they can't pass.
Yeah.
Just they choose not to.
Yeah, Bodie Wolford is the younger brother of Cade Wolford, who you will hear a lot of this evening, I'm pretty sure. A sophomore, first year starting, and he's got some pretty big games under his belt up until this point. And he's looked fairly well.
To give you some insight, Cade Wolford has thrown 86 passes ran 86 plays for 794 yards for 9.2 yards per game gain and 12 TDs. Simons, on the other hand, is their top receiver with 9 catches. So that shows you the big difference right there.
Yeah, Wolford's a guy he's going to do a little bit of everything. He's like a utility guy. They'll put him in the backfield. They'll run him straight ahead. They'll run him on a sweep. Then they'll stick him out in the slot. He's the guy they want to get the ball to. He's really explosive. Really kind of a big frame kid. We're looking at him right now walk to the center of the field, and he's well put together, and he runs the ball. When he has the ball in his hands, it's full bore, and he runs really hard. He's a kid that if you're going to make contact, you better bring your feet with you, or he's going to run through it.
Their kicker, Ethan Crabtree, 6'2", 170-pound senior, has punted 15 times for 653 yards, averaging 43.6 a carry. For high school, that's very, very well.
In 6 games, you're only putting 15 times.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well, that was the other thing I was bringing up. He's only punted 15 times, and he has had his longest was 53 yards.
That's a boot.
Yes.
I've seen some video on him. I did a little research on some of the players. Didn't get to see Ethan last year, but from what I've seen this year, he's got a really good foot. I've seen a lot of touchbacks. He can really he can drive a football.
And they've had 3 running backs on kickoff returns. All 3 are averaging over 20 yards a return. That's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all. Anytime you receive the kickoff, man, you want to put your team in plus territory.
Well, it's good for a running back to get 24-plus yards on a run back on a kickoff, but to average that, and you got 3 of them averaging over 20, that shows you because they've probably had a few other breakaways.
Yeah.
So that shows you they're doing
see who gets
very
the ball
well.
First
yes.
Tonight. Looks like Miami Trace won the toss, and they're taking the football.
They want the points first.
I like it. That's showing confidence in your offense, especially against a team like Jackson. If my research is correct, Miami Trace hasn't beat Jackson since 1977.
Wow.
Now, they didn't play consistently.
And Miami Trace has had many good teams in those years.
They've had a couple teams that's made pretty deep runs under legendary coach here, Jeff Conroy, who is from Jackson, Ohio. But it's been a long time since the Panthers have been able to knock off the Ironmen, and even since the Frontier Athletic Conference has started, between Jackson and Chillicothe, Jackson's been the perennial power, consistently playing for conference championship, and Miami. It's time for Miami Trace to get over the hump a little bit. These kids.
There was probably some years they didn't play because they weren't in the SUL yet.
Right. Yep. Jackson used to play in the old SEOAL. Which consists of them, Chillicothe, Logan, teams like that, and then Miami Trace obviously was in the South Central Ohio League for a really long time.
Right. And they could have met in
some
non-conference game, or they could have met in tournament.
Yeah, depending on where the divisions lined up and school size at that time.
Because they are both in the Southeast Conference of playoffs.
Yeah. Looks like we got the kiddie cheerleaders tonight. My niece McKenna is over there amongst the group of Rangbuck's little girls, and my mom and family are here. It's a beautiful night, and I like when schools decide to bring those activities in, especially against a big-time opponent like Jackson. You're going to draw in more fans. You're going to create a bigger atmosphere. People are going to get excited and be, in tune with the game, and home field advantage it's a very real thing.
I was doing volleyball for Springboro about a little over a week ago, and the same thing. It was a Saturday. They brought in all the youth program of volleyball players and introduced them. Then they lined up, and then they batted the ball back and forth during between games and stuff. And the crowd was, the place was just packed with people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and it was a good rivalry game, and Springboro won, so it made it for a good evening for Springboro. But when you're playing a good opponent like that, and you got a good team, whether it's football, volleyball, whatever, it's good to show off your school and your talent.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we got a little bit over 17 minutes till kickoff. Going to get some of the pre-game festivities underway. Looks like Miami Trace's band is ready to come onto the field.
Thank you all for showing up this evening to support all of these high school student athletes. Miami Trace High School and Jackson High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. Good sportsmanship remains a high priority with the OHSAA, and you are reminded that the student athletes, coaches, officials, cheerleaders, and bands have put great effort into preparing for tonight's game. Please show respect for their efforts and to remember to respect the game regardless of the final
Speaking
outcome.
of, we talked a little about Miami Trace's game against Logan Elm. They actually face off against Bloom Carroll in a conference game. Bloom Carroll was also in the state championship last year. With Logan Elm sitting in the state rankings right now, Bloom Carroll still, a pretty good program. That's a huge game for them over there in Pickaway County.
Billy Holland, umpire Tony Payne, and referee
The band lining up.
Probably getting ready for the Star Spangled Banner.
Looks like the cheerleaders are greeting themselves. Stand still filling up over there on the Miami Trace side.
A few moments ago, and the coin toss was won by Miami Trace, and we think they chose to receive.
They definitely did choose to receive.
We think we
You may
did.
have been facing the opposite direction when they did that. I like how the refs stretch down in the end zone. That lets me know that they're ready to run tonight. Getting nice and limber. Just overall beautiful night for some Friday night lights.
And those are highlights.
Oh, yeah.
Are up there.
I'm pretty sure that's one aspect of this place that really hasn't changed. I don't know if you were ever here before they made the Miami Trace Stadium or Panther Stadium back, when the old school was here, where you see the home bleachers now used to be the actual school, and the stands were built into the school.
Yes.
It's one of the most unique, if not the only style stadium of its kind
that
for,
was
for
one
a long
thing
time.
the people of this area hated losing. Losing that part because it was unique.
Yep, you had the stands, and then you had what we called Panther Alley. We used to put the paw prints down on the on the pavement over there, and then the boys, when they would come out of the locker room. Now, when I was in school, it was a shorter walk. We would just come to this gate here in front of the old field house.
Right.
But Coach Williams, when he got here, he took it upon himself, and they implemented Enter Sandman that we heard. That we'll hear here in a little bit, and they would walk from this end here from the locker room all the way down. So they would cross the fans. They would interact with the children that are there. It was a pretty cool experience. I know that they tried everything they could to keep that building there, but it wouldn't work. And but nonetheless, it did turn into a beautiful stadium. We have beautiful turf. We have the nice reserve seating up there. And just a very, very, very nice place to play.
When I came in, that was one thing that really jumped out at you is those
yellow
seats right in the middle. Yeah.
Yep. I'm actually glad because there for a while Miami Trace didn't incorporate the gold or the yellow.
It'd be cool if it was in the shape of an M.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Now I know our arch rival across town there, Washington, they used to have a big gray W in the blue in their reserve seating. Going over the starting offensive players. Trey Robinette, junior quarterback, signal caller for the Panthers, having a pretty good season. Now, I do want to talk about these two running backs we're going to see tonight for Miami Trace out of Asher LeBeau and Julian Baker. Asher LeBeau, these two complement. I call it a two-headed monster. Asher LeBeau is a one-cut back who just continues to find himself in space, keeps getting a yard here, a yard there, and just and stays in there. Julian Baker's more of a downhill runner and not afraid to stick his nose in there. Fun fact about Julian, he's a freshman.
Yes.
You do not hear about that.
That's one reason I didn't highlight. I wasn't 100% sure William did her games for a while, and I started to highlight him now. Wait a minute, he's a freshman. I wasn't sure, and it's and I tell you that shows good in a program. If you can keep a freshman playing, and then you've always got somebody coming up, and you're never going with like all your seniors graduating and nobody coming back.
Well, it's nice to develop players.
Yes.
Now, Julian and Asher, when they had their big game against Western Brown, they both went over 185 yards. I believe Julian led in the touchdown department with 4 that game, but anytime you got two backs going over 100 yards in the same game is massive. And I will not be surprised tonight. Miami Trace has been sticking with the run game here lately. I would not be shocked to see him come out and dig in and challenge Jackson right off the rip. Let's man to man, and let's see how it goes. Looks like Miami Trace's band's doing a little. Is that an MT there? our band director, Paul Bissler, has really grown this this band program since he's taken over.
Yeah, it looks like a W to me.
Could be from where we're sitting, but who knows?
Star-Spangled Banner by the Miami Trace Marching Band, and remain standing for the playing of the Miami Trace alma mater.
All right, let's get down to some football.
It's a little 10 minutes till kickoff.
I
Starting
know
to get
it.
chilly already.
Oh, I got that air conditioning unit right behind me, man. It's blowing right on top of me. I'm glad I brought this. I brought it in case it cooled down in the evening and I'd have it, but I wasn't expecting to come in and have air conditioning blowing on my back. But when you turn that off, it got hot in here.
It gets pretty toasty in this press box over here. Maybe we need to lobby the administration to get us over in that nice air-conditioned press.
Yeah,
heat,
yeah.
It has heat in it too.
I wonder if our guy would, if I talked to our guy about talking to him, he'd say, "Oh, I got to get on that. I got to get on that."
Maybe I'll talk to our athletic director, Aaron Hammond, this week. Hey, man. Get us over there to
if
the
we're
nice
going
press
if we're going to
box.
represent you, we need to be there.
But I will say, those still good view here.
Oh, yeah, it's nice view, 50
Believe
yard
it or
line.
not, I'm pretty sure I remember when this side was built. When the old school was here and back in the early days of Panther football, this was all cornfield on this side.
Yeah, yeah.
Miami Trace alma mater just finished up.
I think I did my first game over here. Although I think I was at the old stadium. So was there a thing on this
There
side?
was, yes.
Okay,
This was here when the old stadium was.
That's what I
was
thought.
up. Yeah.
I was here during the old stadium. My first game was Wilmington versus Miami Trace, as my last game here was Wilmington. But my first game, I couldn't see Wilmington's numbers. There was black uniform with dark orange numbers, and the only thing I did was say, okay, the running back's running to the right side. If you're going to wear black uniforms, wear white numbers, to help people out. I mean,
Wilmington just came off a really close game with Clinton Massey, you were telling me.
oh, my gosh, yes. I did not see that game, but many people I've talked to said Wilmington actually outplayed but lost the game. And I think, and like we were talking earlier off air, Wilmington has it's more of the mind game.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, can we beat Miami Trace or Clint Massey this year? And it's like, yes,
You
but
can.
not
It's
if
why you play the game.
not if you beat yourself already before you've walked on the field.
It's never a matter about talent, right? Obviously, you know how to play the game of football. You played the game of football probably since you were a little kid. It's in between the ears. It's a mental thing, and it's in the chest, heart. How much heart do you have? How much heart does your brother have next to you? And it seems like those guys played their hearts out against Massey, and just fell short. And sometimes that's just the way it goes. That's part of the experience. But it should feed a little bit of hunger, and Wilmington will get back to the drawing board, and obviously they got a game tonight, and hopefully they get back up on the winning side of things. I was really impressed with Wilmington's athletes when they were here at Miami Trace last time.
Yes. I was shocked that really, I came in expecting Trace to Wampum. And I was really shocked that it was a game right down to the end, and Wilmington ended up winning that game.
Yeah. 24-27, I think. It was only a 3-point game.
Yeah.
Wilmington
So
had a
as
lot.
Massey's game,
Yeah, but that's a good sign for that program too, because their head coach is in his second year. He took over for Coach Killian, and
Yeah,
you know,
if
you're
you're
already
losing,
starting-
but if you're losing by
Yeah.
minimal points to the good teams, it shows you're right there.
if you're on, if you're already competing with Massey, I'd say you're probably trending in the right direction.
Right. Is that her?
Somebody, I think it was my mom, and I think my niece is trying to find me over there.
I'll wave at them too.
It's a family affair tonight for my family. They're all coming out to support the Miami Trace, and my niece, McKenna, who is a first grader over at the elementary.
I was trying to figure for a second. This shows you how my mind works at times. I'm looking at them. Why are they standing like that? Then it hits me. The players are going to probably run between.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
going to run in there.
Well, they're so far apart. Usually when I'm thinking of when they're lining the players, you're closer. They're right down the.
I don't think I'd want to get run over, though, so I'd
No,
give them enough.
I'd give them enough room too. You're right.
Closing in on 5 minutes here. We'll get some football started here at Miami Trace.
Checking around the stadium, seeing if anything else going on. Is the line for the concessions already getting long over there?
Always the famous Panther Burger. Panther Burger with cheese.
Panther burger with cheese.
Make a really good brat, too, but I'm very partial to the burger.
Yeah. That's what I got when we were at, well, it wasn't the Panther burger, but that's what I got when we were at Jefferson, or Jeff.
Oh, West Jefferson.
West Jeff.
Yeah. Which was a game for the ages over there at West Jeff.
Boy, that was a good game.
I saw a little bit of everything. Fumbles, interceptions, onside kicks.
I mean, how many teams kick 3 onside kicks and get them all 3 back?
I've seen it done twice, and one of them was in a Miami Trace Washington Courthouse game, and another one was a couple Friday nights ago when we were watching Greenview and West Jeff go at it.
And technically the first 2 worked. The third one wasn't going to work, but a player ran over the 10-yard mark
And
line touched it, and then the other team got the ball back. West Jeff got the ball back, and if Greenview had not touched the ball was not going to go 10 yards, and they would have got the ball midfield and very likely could have won that game.
Yeah,
because that was down to the wire.
It's like Jackson's ready to come out. They're all huddled up there outside the visitor side of the locker room. Just now waiting on the Panthers.
Yeah, I see him now. Couldn't see him at first. Through the reflection. Yeah, we see him. I remember when we used to come out of the locker room for basketball, we'd always want to wait till the other team was out.
Yeah.
We always wanted, if we're the home team, we waited till the other team was out. And then, of course, what we did was illegal now. We used to go out and circle the other team and then come back to our side. And
probably don't want to do that on a football field.
OHSAA finally outlawed that.
Yeah. It's like the Panthers are ready. A little Enter Sandman action.
I like traditions.
Love it. It's one of the things Coach Williams started when he came here, just to kind of, enhance the game day experience for the kids. And I'm all about it, man. It's all about these kids and their experience.
That's it. And if you can get the kids involved in things and get the crowd and the kids involved, then you're going to build a program and then a dynasty.
Yeah.
And this has always been a football school.
Yeah. Always has been.
Walking slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they'll probably huddle up now or stop and get organized before they jump through the.
Looks like number 5, Garrett Guess, is not dressed tonight.
I just
The
noticed that.
6'4", 220-pound wide receiver. He big playmaker for the Panthers.
Yeah, I just now noticed that when you brought that up. I didn't notice it earlier.
But you know what? I like his leadership.
Yes, he's out there.
He's out
not
there
playing
with them.
He's the one leading him through.
Yeah. Jackson getting set up. Here comes the Ironmen.
Here comes the Ironmen with their flag.
The Ironmen travel really well, so if it gets loud over here, they got this side pretty much packed from what I can see from here in the booth.
Yeah, it is. It's goes all the way down to our right, and it's a little scattered here on our left, but it's pretty well packed.
Miami Trace set to receive the opening kickoff. Statement drive for the Panthers here.
Yes.
Kind of set the tone for the game.
And I think that's, if you're Miami Trace, that's what you want to do. You want to go out there, instead of saying, you take the ball first, we'll take it at halftime. No, you want to go out there first, go down the field, smack them in the face, score a touchdown, and say, here we are, come and get us.
Yep.
And
you're on your home field.
Yes, go do it. All right, there go the Ironmen out. Get ready to kick off.
Number 4, Ethan Crabtree.
Kicker went to the left. Players, but hey, we're taking this side of the field. Oh yeah. No breeze to mention. The flag is hanging flat down, against the pole.
Now
the only breeze I feel is coming off our
starting to get a little cold too, so let's go ahead and maybe knock this off a little bit for now. Maybe it'll help us out. There we go. If we get too hot, we can always turn it back on.
Yeah, I can always take my jacket off.
It's like number 35, Cody Gibbs, and number 3, Julian Baker set to receive the kickoff from Jackson. And it's football time here at Miami Trace.
Number 4, Crabtree will be kicking off, 6'2", 270. Again, back for Julian Baker and Cody Gibbs back for Miami Trace deep.
Big foot here from Crabtree. It's probably going to be a touchback.
And it's high, it's deep, it's coming down about the 1. Oh, he bumped it.
Oh, boy.
It's rolling back, picked up. And he's going down to the 16-yard line. He did a good job of following the ball and picking it up, but unfortunately it took any kind of run-back game that he had there.
Yeah, you got to secure that ball first before you can do anything else.
But when he touched it at the 1, at least he got out to the 16. It's not like inside the 5, luckily. Yeah. And got to it before they could get to it. All right, here we go. For Miami Trace. Trey Robinette, quarterback. Julian Baker in the backfield, along with, looks like Asher LeBeau is also back there. We got one down here on the outside. Hands off to
Baker. Gets a little room there.
Got to the 20. I thought he got over the 21. They're going to mark him right on the 20.
Gaining about 5.
So we're moving the ball. That's the key thing right here. Especially when you're back that far, move the ball against them. It's going to be 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6.
Ryan Taylor getting the call from the Jackson sideline here. Miami Trace back in their offensive set.
Yeah, we got 2 in the backfield, 1 down here to the bottom. Going to be handing off. Oh, it was
Robinette.
Fake, kept it. 30, faked me out. Got all the way out to the 30 for a first down.
Nice little triple option action there. Fake to LeBeau. Julian Baker and Robinette out in the option. Kind of the bread and butter for Trace. If you follow their program at all, they love the triple option.
Yeah. Okay, number 35, Gibbs going out to the top. Baker and LeBeau in the backfield with Robinette. Looks like a quick handoff up the middle this time. He gets about 1 yard.
Maybe a yard. Ironman got good penetration on that one.
Well, you got to keep him honest. Make him keep looking there so the other plays work if you don't. But they're going to maybe move it out to maybe 2 yards, or is that just moving the thing off the yard line? And No, I think it's 2 yards. They're
Yeah, you
putting it
got
on the
about 2.
32. Yeah, the ball's touching the 32. So we got about 2 yards on that play. Okay. Gibbs down here to the bottom.
So Cooper Enix there on the slot, number 6.
And a handoff
off to
going off
Baker.
the right tackle. Baker is number 3, and he gets, again, about 3 more yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. Got to get to the 40. We're on the 35-yard line. Dang, that's loud, too.
Looks like we got a bell here. That's a heavy-duty one, too,
It
man.
is. All right. Gibbs again back down. We got 2 in the backfield.
Got a pistol set here for Trace.
And the handoff going the opposite way, but it's not working.
No, they
Got
snuffed
back
that
to the
out.
line of scrimmage, yes. They made it look like they were coming for a sweep around our end and then handed off going back the other direction to Baker and did not work. It was sniffed out quickly. So we're going to punt. We get the ball to the 35-yard line, 4th down and 5, and going to have to punt. All right, back for Ironman is 8 and 7, which is
Ryan Simets and Cade Wolford.
Wolford. And let's see what we got going here. Ball's punted. It's going straight over to this side. And he goes directly out of bounds after it passes midfield. Got about
looks like at the 43.
42, 43-yard line, yes. I mean, ball hit just in bounds and then went straight out of bounds.
I understand the theory there. Wolford and
they got
Simets
some
are
good
both
guys if they get their hands on it. So the thing was keep it away from them.
Both dangerous playmakers.
So the Ironmen start with the ball on the 43-yard line.
Sophomore quarterback Bodie Wolford.
He's in the backfield with
handoff going to Nolan Johnson.
And he's going up the middle and got just over the 50. No, going to call him down right just before the 50, at the 49.
Number 73, Adam Guthrie, had him stopped in the backfield. He ran through the tackle.
Yeah.
We talked earlier that, these Jackson backs, you're going to have to bring your lower half with you when you go to tackle them. They're nice-built kids, and they run very hard.
We got Johnson and Wolford in the backfield.
Like
along with quarterback Wolford. We got 2 Wolfords out there. We got Cade, the running back, and Bodie, the quarterback.
Tall sweep to the boundary here. Little
Going
holding
the
action there by number 42.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't call that. The thing about Andy Hall and his offense, he's going to run a lot of unbalance.
Yeah.
And he teaches his quarterbacks when you come to the line of scrimmage, it's a numbers game. If they're going to overload to your strong side, go to the opposite direction. If they're going to play you more to your balance or your shorter side, then go the opposite direction. So it's you got to be pretty balanced when you go against this Jackson offense.
Okay, Johnson and Wolford in the backfield. Hand off to the second man. Wolford.
Jake Manbevers on the tackle.
Cade Wolford got the first down. They only needed 1. He got about 3 yards on that play. So good enough for a first down to move the yard markers.
Jackson getting a really good push up front to start the game.
About the 43-yard line of Miami Trace. Miami Trace needs to put their cleats in on the field here and get a stop on this one, on this drive. And again, handoff. Good Johnson. Johnson go around the left side. He looks like he's wide open going toward the end zone, and he's not going to be touched.
Touchdown.
Nolan Johnson, 43-yard run right there. I mean, that was basically just a sweep left and good blocking.
Tall sweep to the boundary. Again, man, it's the numbers game that this team runs. They're going to unbalance you all night.
Ethan Crabtree back for the extra point. Ball down, ball up, nice distance, and through for a score. 7-0 with 6:57 left in the first quarter.
How can
right.
Trace respond?
That's going to be the key. Okay, we had a little stub of our toe the first when we booted the ball on the kickoff, and we didn't get to midfield. They've got to come back and respond to this. Let them know we're here. Don't hang your head. Go back out and
get back after it.
Go right to them.
See if they kick it back to Cody Gibbs here.
If I was them, that's what I would try to do. Yeah.
Cody's just got to focus, catch it first, then make something happen. He's got wheels.
Number 3, Julian Baker, and number 35, Cody Gibbs.
Here we go.
Gibbs and Baker. Ball's going to the end
Touchback.
zone. I was going to say it looked like it was splitting them. That was pretty wise, I think, on that play.
Now, Miami Trace did move the ball a little bit in their first drive. Now they got to hit.
Yeah, it wasn't like just 3 and out. I mean,
No.
They moved the ball down, got a first down. Let's see what they come out with this time. See if they do anything different or.
Correction, Miami Trace will have the ball first and 10 from the 20-yard line. It's a touchdown.
All right.
Same set for the Panthers this drive.
Gibbs out top and Baker and Julian in the backfield. Hand off to Asher LeBeau going, and he got some yardage on that run. He got about 8 or 9 yards on that run.
Asher will float in space. It's something to watch. He has great vision, is able to stay in between those defenders and just gain that extra yard or two.
He was following his blocker and moving his legs and doing a good job. So give him 9 yards on that run. 2nd down and 1. The ball's on the 29. Got to get to the 30. And handoff coming this side off tackle and did not. I think got back to the line of scrimmages basically.
3rd and short here.
Going to be 3rd down and still needs 1 yard. Again, gave it to LeBeau coming this side.
Too much penetration coming from that.
Oh, yeah.
There's the bell again.
I thought they outlawed. I thought OHSAA said no noisemakers.
Well, they got them here tonight.
What'd they do? And it happened to be right in front of us.
All right, 3rd and short here.
All right, Gibbs is the only receiver out. Do have a man in the slot. Handoff, looks like to LeBeau again, and he's fighting to get to the first down. I think they've gave it to him.
I think
he got to right to the 30, which is where he needed to go. Ball's touching it. He got a first down. I don't think you need to measure. I mean, the ball's touching the 30. The ball had to be to the 30. They're going to measure. They're going to measure. I mean, if it's officially on the 20, you didn't put the ball. Ball's not in space. It's on the 20, and the ball's on the 30. I don't know why there would be a measurement myself, personally.
It's 1st down. They got it. Yep, 1st down. Yep. You got to sustain drives, and you got to capitalize. You got a 1st down here.
Trey Robinette coming in with the play, went to the sidelines while
it's
they were
almost just like a mouthful like Giannoble from Greenview, huh?
Yes. All right, Gibbs to the bottom. LeBeau and Baker in the backfield with Wolford. Hand off to Baker, and he got just over the 30-yard line that time. They're not knocking. I tell you right now, the Ironmen are winning the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a pass play or something, or at least outside to fake it up the middle and come outside. But, again, we tried off tackle. They were stopping that too. got to do something to make him look somewhere else sometimes. All right, here we go in the backfield. Pitch out to LeBeau, and he got great tackle, and that was by Cooper Hicks on.
Nope, I think that was Steinmetz from.
Oh, that's Steinmetz? It looked like 9.
9 from Jackson.
Oh, Trace, excuse me. I looked at the wrong number. Yeah, it was Steinmetz. Yes, sorry. I thought I flipped the paper, but I looked again. I looked at Trace's numbers. All right. 3rd down and 10. No gain so far on 2 plays. And there's a flag. They delay a game?
Delay a game.
Coming from the back judge, I would assume that's the call. Yep, delay a game. This is not good.
A little bit of a slow start. It's got to regroup here. Big 3rd down play. Get a conversion. Try to sustain this drive.
All right.
15 yards to go here.
Going back to pass, goes to the left, hits the receiver, and he's back to the original line of scrimmage. The ball got kicked out. And Ironmen are saying they have it. And they do. So, ball had a nice run going. He got hit right hard at the original line of scrimmage of 30, fell to the 31. Ball got kicked out, and the Ironmen bounced on it. So it'll be Jackson's ball on the Miami Trace 31-yard line.
They're already in field goal range.
When it rains, it pours.
Mm-hmm. Weather the storm. Can you weather the storm?
Can you stop them now? This is where you really got to get.
Wolford up down here, matched up against number 7, Bryson Wallace.
Backfield, handoff going to the left side is Johnson. Going around, tackle. He got about 4, maybe 5 yards on that play.
Number 56, Brady Sheets, and number 17, Malachi Jones on the tackle.
I think they gave him 4 yards. I mean, that's about the same play they played for the touchdown a while ago, and this time they did stop him with a 4-yard gain. Bodie came over, got the play, went back out. We got Johnson in the backfield. We got Wolford down here to the left. Cade. Handoff. No, keeper by the quarterback, Wolford. And he's going to get up close to the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 21, I think. 21-yard line.
By number 5, Bodie Wolford. He was tackled by number 15.
It's going to be 3rd down and a yard.
3rd down and 1.
They need their up front to get hard right here and stop them with a no gain at worst.
All right, here we go. Trace trying to get lined up.
Okay,
another
hand
run.
off to Wolford going up the middle. Cade gets over the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 1st down. They can get one more 1st down inside the 5.
Picks up enough for a Jackson 1st down. A 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Miami Trace has got to dig deep here.
Johnson coming out of the game. So it'll probably be Wolford in the backfield.
Looks like he's partnered with number 36. Bryce Dulane. Big fullback. Power.
Knocks block, and he gets up to
fumble. Trace's football.
I thought I saw the ball come out.
Number 8, Cade Wolford was the ball carrier.
It's Trace's football, isn't it?
I'm waiting to see are they saying he was down first?
Ooh.
Down before.
Wow.
I saw the ball come out, but
he kind of tumbled over the defender, and I thought that ball was out.
Maybe he was still on top. The defender didn't come all the way down, but we don't have replay to check it. So ball is on the 9-yard line. Pitch out. Coming around the outside. Oh, nice kick tackle from behind, 57.
That would be Jaden Jones, number 57, junior linebacker.
Way to go, Jaden. And
all right, we're in a third down situation here. Can you hang tough?
come on, guys.
Maybe see a little play action here coming from Jackson.
Ball's on the 6. They got to get to the 4, so we got 2 yards here.
They've yet to attempt a pass, I believe.
So we got Cade Johnson with the ball going up the middle. He's hit, but he falls forward, and it's going to be close for a measurement, I'd say.
I think he's got it.
Unless he got. No, they're moving on. It's past the 4, so they're moving on. So it's going to be goal to go from the 4-yard line. Ball just a hair probably past the 4-yard line. So the nose touching, it's the back end of the ball touching. All right, we got Tucker Williams out far to the right. Cade Johnson in the backfield with the ball, and he went in for a touchdown.
That was a great read by Cade Wolford.
I mean, he was going up middle, broke to the right, and just
– he saw the cutback lane. There was only 2 defenders on the right side for Trace. So the numbers game was there, so he cut it back, was able to punch it into the end zone.
Yeah, when he cut back, there was just like a hole, and he went right in that hole.
That's great vision. That's great vision. You want out of your back.
Yep.
He's kind of limping coming off the field.
He is.
That would be a huge blow for Jackson. And Trace almost blocked it.
Well, yeah, they did, but ball did make it through. So it's 14-0. Yeah, if of course Johnson's a good running back, and I'm sure they probably got another backup.
Oh yeah, it's a next man up mentality.
But when you lose a guy like Cade Wolford, you're losing a top runner there.
Yeah.
But like you said, next man up with them, and Johnson's a great running back, and then I'm sure they got a guy behind them that's just waiting to get in the game. Looks like he's cramping up. They're down here stretching him out.
A little mobility test on that left knee of his. That's not a good sign.
Okay.
Hate to see that.
Yeah, if it's the knee, I do not like to see that. I was hoping it was just tightness in the calves.
Oh, he just gave a thumbs up. He's all right.
All right.
I think little brother down here has a Wolford jersey on. He said, "Hey, you good?"
Hey.
He gave him a thumbs up. Never want to see anybody injured. These kids put in too much hard work.
Oh yeah. You want to beat the team, but you don't want guys that are injured. No, for either team. Never.
Another booming kick.
Yeah, over. It was out the end zone. It did not hit in the field of play.
I'll tell you what,
in high school, that's
a booming kick.
That's a kick.
So far, Jackson has controlled the line of scrimmage. They've controlled, field position.
Right. Trace has not been on the
other side of the 50
yet.
No.
Last time they seemed to be moving right at the end, and then they lost the ball.
It's like they're
all right. We got
on the same set here.
One in the backfield. Handoff.
Oh, he's wide open.
Wide open down the middle. Gibbs, he drops the ball. Oh, my gosh. He was wide open. A fake handoff, and then he kept it, pulled it out. They were not looking. Gibbs ran past him and was at the 40-yard line. If he'd pulled that ball in, it was touchdown. And
now let's forget about it. Next play.
All right. But we put that in the hip pocket.
Yep. Cornerback got a little nosy there.
Well, when you got two running teams, you're looking run. You're looking run first.
Asher
LeBeau going around the left side, gets about the 24-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 6. Now, again, do you try to go back to a pass play, or do you?
Well, you have to get a first down, so it looks like the end of the quarter. But
yeah,
Miami Trace better start expanding a little bit. Jackson's sitting all over him right now.
Well, my feeling on this too is if they're a running team, they probably practice against running teams. So I mean, it's hard to practice against a passing team when you're not a passing team. So if Trace could have came out passing the ball a little bit. If they had practiced it, it might have.
The ability to throw is there. Robinette has a great arm. He's got some good skilled guys around him.
We've seen him pass. So yeah.
The ability is there. Is just finding the right opportunities, getting the sets you want, especially when you're looking across there to their defensive side.
And the play was there that time.
Yeah, I have faith in Coach Williams and that staff. They're going to figure it out. But in the same breath, you don't want this game to get away from you.
No.
And 21 spot in the first half is tough. So hopefully we can keep the ball moving here and get a score of our own.
Well, here's one thing I've always said: if you got a running play and you widen it up, then if you go back and not everybody's covered, if you got a running quarterback, then it gives him lanes to run.
Robinette can move too.
Yes, I know that.
He had a good game last week against Greenfield McLean. All right, looks like same set for the Panthers. Gibbs down here to the boundary.
And handoff, fake. Oh! Ball. He went to pitch, and the defense back coming up the middle knocked the ball loose, and they covered it, but they went all the way back to about the 12-yard line. Maybe the 13-yard line. So what looked like was going to be a razzle-dazzle ended up being a loss. And I thought he handed it off to the defensive person.
Had a good fake, and unfortunately the pitch wasn't there. Trying to get personnel issues figured out here.
So now it's going to be a long punt.
See if Robinette can get into one here. He does.
Got it loose, got a nice kick.
Punt. Good punt.
Over the 50.
Good
it's
punt.
Nice roll going back to the 30-yard line, 29.
Well, number 7
and he's
made
going
a
back
great
up.
Move.
Made it to the 40. So got a 10-yard return on that. But that was still a great punt. Don't take away from the punt. Got him on. That's the first time they've started on that side of the 50.
That helps.
So Trace did do one thing on that, and they did get Jackson back to their own side of the field. Now if they can just stop them from getting over the 50 this time and get the ball back.
All right, boys.
Come on, guys. Don't let this game get out of hand before halftime. You got to
Here we go.
pull up here.
It's like a little I formation. I can't tell who's in the backfield. Maybe Wolford and Johnson.
And
it's
going to be a pass. Number 7's wide open going down the middle. And he caught it. 2 guys on him, and he caught it. And he goes down to the 18-yard line, maybe 19-yard line of Miami Trace. He had 2 guys on him when that pass came in, and he pulled it in. I tell you what, he had no problem of turning and throwing that ball to him right there. That was a great throw up the middle and a great reception.
Bryce Perkins in coverage along with Malachi Jones, and looks like number 85, Jake Manbevers. He just got inside leverage and was able to make a play on the football.
Oh, yeah, he just made a good move right there at the end. Okay, handoff to, is it Johnson or Cade? I couldn't see. I couldn't tell. They're 9 and 8, and I couldn't tell which.
Number 6, Nolan Johnson.
Or 6 Johnson, not 9. 6 and 8 looked very similar out there, and it was Johnson with the ball. And I think he's a little taller than Cade, too,
maybe a little bit.
Cade Johnson's going, or Cade Wolford's going out to the left. Johnson's in the backfield with Wolford. High snap, looking. He's wide open in the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. Defense was late getting there and had his back to the ball when Cade caught the ball, and he tried to knock it out of his hands, was unable to do it. So now,
good ball by Bodie Wolford, and put it where his man could get it.
He did. A nice throw. So
Ironman now.
shows they're not only just a running team.
Yep.
And Ethan Crabtree back to do the kicking. Ball's up and through. 21-0 at this point. All right. Miami Trace has to stop the bleeding right now.
Yep. It's time to.
I was
dig deep
predicting
here.
a very close, hard-fought game in the trenches, but right now, Trace has got to do something to bring out the Wolves against these guys.
Yep.
Or the Panthers against these guys.
Trying to read some body language over there. I don't see too many heads hanging, so
No.
that's a good sign.
They're a good program, so they're not. I don't foresee them hanging heads.
Yep. What in the face of adversity, what are you going to do? That's the big
Yeah.
question, and these guys are facing a lot of it at this point. I know a lot of these kids personally. I know their heart's in it, and they're going to fight.
And they know there's a lot of football yet to be played. They know they can come back. They're a winning program. They're a winning team, and they know they can come back. Okay, Crabtree ready to kick off. Ball's up. Let's see where it goes. It's going to be caught on the 2-yard line. The 5, 15, 20, 25. Got out to about the 27, 28-yard line.
Oh, penalty flag there.
Uh-oh.
Saw a little extracurricular going on. Not sure what that was.
Let's hope it's not against Trace. And I mean, everything seems like always goes against. Let's puts the ball.
Against Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson. All right, we got something positive going toward Trace. They're going to get the ball out. Okay, to the 43-yard line. This is about the furthest they've been today with the ball. Let's take that as a positive and let's move the ball. All right, we got Trey Robinette in the backfield. Gibbs down here.
Oh, false start on the or not false start, encroachment on Jackson.
Okay, good.
Okay, so let's build off this here.
Well, I'm glad because when I was watching Gibbs running and you said encroach. I mean, I thought one of our guys jumped. I'm like, oh no. Okay, great. Now we're to the 48-yard line, guys. We're only 2 yards to the 50. We haven't been over 50. Let's do something positive here.
Let's take what we can get, right?
Okay, we had Baker in the motion the last time. Let's see what happens this time. We had Gibbs to the bottom, Baker in motion from the top.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, we got Johnson
Excellent.
Johnson in the slot. Handoff going up the middle. LeBeau. He
Gain
gets
an 8 maybe, or no? He's about a yard shy.
He did break the 50. He got about to the 47-yard line.
Boy, from where I sit right here, that looks pretty close. Yeah, I was going to say, that looks like a first down to me.
So we got over the 50. We got a first down. We're moving the ball. We're doing something positive. We score. We cut the deficit down. And then we put a Band-Aid and stop the rest of the bleeding.
Yep.
Come on, guys. Gibbs is down here. We got 2 in the backfield, LeBeau and Baker. Handoff right up the middle. No. Robinette kept it. I thought they were trying to tackle Baker, and he didn't have the ball. Good. That was good for him to make them think he still had the ball. But
Good defensive scheme by Jackson. They're
oh man,
they're trying to take away the options. So they got a man for the quarterback, they got a man for the dive man, and they got a guy for the pitch man. And if you play assignment football against someone who's running the option,
we did get about 3 yards on the play.
Yep.
Pitch out
it's all
to LeBeau, going to the right side, going down.
Okay.
Did not get enough for first down, but he made it close, I think.
It's about 3rd and inches here.
Yeah.
I think you're getting close to 4-down territory here.
Are they going to measure or nope? They moved the ball, so they're not going to measure, I don't think. Man, it's 3rd and less than a foot, I think.
Yep. Not third. I can't really tell. Their feet are in the
No.
way, but maybe about a yard.
All righty. Yeah, we do have to get to the 37. I'm sorry. Hand back to Robinette.
He gets the first down.
Got a first down.
That was a busted play, too.
That was a busted play. I think the ball was snapped before they were prepared.
Robinette was not ready to receive that snap.
No,
but
he was
thankfully,
not.
He was able to hold on to it.
When he got it, he just started running because he knew the running backs weren't going yet. And it was a great play, caught everybody off guard, and got down to just inside the 32-yard line. This is their biggest, longest drive today, and they got to keep it going.
I like the tempo that Trace is taking on right now. They're getting chunk plays, which is good. Jackson calls a timeout to kind of regroup a little bit to see if they can make some adjustments to try to stop that rushing attack.
Which is one reason I didn't want the the first down a while ago, and I said it's on the 30. And they're removing the ball. They got it. Let's go. And then they had to stop while they regrouped, and it's like no. That killed momentum right there. So,
all right, new set of downs here for the Panthers.
First down on the 30, just over the 32-yard line. We can't say the 31, they're not there yet.
Looks like number 6 now in the backfield, Cooper Enix for the Panthers, with number 3, Julian Baker.
He's playing deep, man. And pitch back to him. He's going to pass.
Got a man wide open.
Wide open in the end zone. Caught it. Touchdown. Let's see the referee. Yes, he went up with a touchdown. Boy, he was long dive doing that. I think he wanted to make sure he went down. I wanted to make sure he still had the ball. Great play. And again, when you throw a different man in, the defense usually says something's up. Let's watch this.
I caught that real quick, and I'm like, I wonder what's going to happen here. Cooper Enix is a sophomore. He's kind of a utility guy too. He plays defense. He can play quarterback. He can play running back, and he can also play receiver. Really good athlete. His dad was a star athlete here, all-state football player.
Well, on the thing, they've got him marked as athlete.
That sounds about correct.
Defensive back and athlete. So, block kick. They're going to pick it up. Enix has the ball. He's throwing toward the end zone. No, out of the end zone. We may have a late hit on the receiver out of the end zone. There was a flag came up, and that's the only thing I can think of there. And
did their feet get caught up? Because I didn't see.
I didn't see it.
I was watching.
I mean, I just saw him go down. The ball going through his hands, then went down. And as soon as he went down, unless he was grabbed before, it may not have been late. It may have just been a grab.
Pass interference on the defense.
And that puts at half the distance of goal if you decide you want to
go
for.
They need to readjust the kicking tee, though.
Yeah,
he needs to readjust the kicking tee. I don't think he knows that.
He's lining it up.
So he's making the snap longer from where he's at.
Right. As he's saying to them, I want to kick from the same spot.
Well,
the ball's on the 10. Is that where they kicked from the last time? Wait a minute. No, he's moving it up.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good job, Coop. Yep. He's got to hurry up. 7 seconds here.
There's the down. The snap. It's up. And it's good.
What a bullet.
Wow. And I tell you what. Woo. All right. They're on the board. I feel better.
So, Cooper Enix with 2 of the biggest plays of the drive, and one of them not even being a live play. It was moving that kicking tee up.
Yes.
That's great IQ from that young man.
Well, and again, Enix threw the pass for the touchdown, almost threw the pass for the extra point, but it got him the pass interference, which moved the ball up and got another kick.
Okay, so Miami Trace they were able to answer here. So now the defense coming back on the field with a little life.
Right. Now they're going to be playing with a little more power to them.
Let's see what happens here. Looks like number 7, number 8, and number 6 back deep for the Ironmen.
And like I said, they've got 3 men that are averaging
looks like
over 20.
Simets, Bauer, and Cade Wolford. Miami Trace kickoff team needs to get down there and cover, stay in their lanes, and make a tackle.
All right. And ball is squish kicked. scooped up at the 15 or the 20, 25, 30,
he's got a lane.
35, and he'd get down about the
40.
38-yard lines when he went down. Then he rolled up to the 40.
Ball out around the 40-yard line where they'll have the ball first and 10.
I'm going to mark it at the 38.
All right. What can a defense do here?
Here's what I was talking about earlier. Okay, it's on the 38, but they're putting it there. So now if it's on the other, you want to measure to see exactly where. But when it's on the 20 to the 30, I don't see the measurements there.
Wolford out wide again, maybe looking for another pass.
Okay, hand off on the right side. Is that Johnson? Yes. The whistle's blown. He broke free, but the whistle was blown, pulling him back.
Nolan Johnson is a really, really hard runner.
He's big boy. And I don't mean heavy, so to speak, but he's muscle and tall.
It's testament to their weight program. Those guys buy in, and they're in there.
Yeah.
You can tell all of those Jackson athletes are really
that
even the JV players down here. As I'm looking down their sideline, I mean, those kids are pretty built.
Yeah. So they got about 5 yards on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Pass.
Going back to pass, looking down the right side. Oh,
nice play by Bryce Perkins.
That was an excellent defensive play. Excellent defensive play by Bryce Perkins, number 22. And the receiver was taller and went over him to catch the ball, but he stayed right there, kept his position, and great defensive play.
Bryce was able to maintain inside leverage and stay in phase with Wolford there, and was able to make a play.
Yeah, Cade. I mean, if he wasn't there, Cade had that ball. He was reaching.
It looks like we got about 3rd and 5 to go.
3rd and 5.
Hey, if we can get a stop here, this changes momentum a little bit.
Cade
Looks like a
going
run
over the left side. He's got the first
down.
He's over the 50.
Too much of a push.
Yep. Well, he had 4 yards before he was even contacted, and he needed 5. So he had his speed going up, got over the 50, got a first down. That would have been a big thing if they could have stopped him on that play.
Yeah.
After scoring, then stop them and get the ball back. Big play.
Time to reset here.
7:04 left to go in the first half. We've got an empty backfield.
Spreading out a little bit.
KK going to the left in motion and went down, and we got a flag coming in. It's probably
holding.
Number 8, Cade Wolford, was the ball carrier. Penalty on the play.
No. Chop block.
On the offense.
Take it. 15 or 5.
I think those are 15.
Okay. First and a mile.
All right. Now they got it back to the 36-yard line. And they got to get up to over the 50 to the 39-yard line, I think. Is that what it is? So they got a long way to go, 10, 20, close to 30 yards here.
First down and 25.
25, they said. Here he comes. He's chasing him. He's got him. Brought him down from behind.
Defensive holding right here from number 4.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Man, that was a great play.
Yep.
Enoch came in and
wrapped
made
him right around his
great
neck, and that they're going to call that every time. Now, there's, you can put your hands on a receiver in that 5-yard window, but you can't wrap them up and start getting around the front of their jersey or their neck.
Defense, number 4.
Yeah. That's automatic, isn't it, first down?
No, it's just 10 yards.
Okay.
10 yards from the spot, looks like. So now we're back to.
So that's going to be a.
First and manageable, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's going to be like 1st and 10. Wait a minute, where are they?
Hold on, they can't. They moved the 3, 4. Right
okay,
there.
they're going to the 45.
Yeah, I don't think it's a spot foul.
Because he went back to the line, or the line of scrimmage is where he went back
10
to.
yards from the line. A little confusion here from the referees.
Is it from the point of the foul or is it from the line of scrimmage?
Now, hold on here.
Now they're not even on the –
They're not even close to the so we give him an extra yard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he walked to the white line and stopped, and then they went a yard past the white line to put the ball down. All right, handoff in the backfield to Cade Wolford. He's breaking free. He's going down the right sideline. Untouched, in for a touchdown. Amazing. Cade Wolford. He was going off the left side, broke it to the middle, and then broke to the right side, and no one there, and kept going. So as quickly as Miami Trace scored, they come back. And with all that adversity, I mean, look at what happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
And
1 step forward, 2 step back there for the Panthers.
And kick is up and good.
Way good, over the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, 28-7. Again, we need to keep this thing close enough that we can get back into this game. So we need a score here before halftime. We got 6:04 on the clock. Miami Trace needs a score on this drive. But I tell you what, they showed. I mean, they've been running. Then they come out with 3 wide receivers in an empty backfield. You know, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, they're not afraid to air it out if they have to.
And they've thrown some good deep passes in right there, right on the money.
Yeah.
And then they've had 2 long runs for over 40 yards for touchdowns. So.
It's like Gibbs and Baker back to receive.
Yep. Gibbs down low and Baker up top. See if there's a run back or I think it's going to be a run back. He's going to catch it at the 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 24-yard line. Gibbs had a nice run back there. Okay, they're going to say he was knee touched at the 23.
Okay. Trace was able to move the ball last drive. See if they can get a score before the half.
All right, who we got down here to the bottom?
It's like Jones in the slot. You got Cooper Enix, and then up top here, Evan Mullet.
And going to pass, throwing to the right side. Is that Enix?
That's Enix, yep.
And he got to the 25, so 2-yard gain.
A little bit of extracurricular activity going on out there. These teams ought to be careful. Nobody wants to get an unsportsmanlike or potentially thrown out of the football game.
Okay, Robinette coming back in with the play. Is that Baker in the backfield, or is that LeBeau?
That is
LeBeau, isn't it?
LeBeau in the backfield.
2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Fake handoff, looking, getting run down, and he tried to pass it and couldn't. Oh, is that a late hit there? No. Nope. All right.
I don't think so.
It's when he went down.
Very close.
Guy went right over. I mean, once he goes down, then the guy comes over the helmet. It's like, I think usually if it's the quarterback, you're a little closer on that than you are just a running back.
Another third down here for Miami Trace. Tell you,
third down and
someone
10.
they're missing right now is number 5, Garrett Guess.
Yes, and I tell you what, that probably has made a big difference in this for their offense and possibly their defense.
Coming with a
okay,
big
rubbing
blitz.
it back, looking.
Up.
He's going to step up. There's room to run for a while, but then he's being hit. He got to about the 32-yard line. No, they're going to mark him out at the 30. I thought he got over the 30 before he was pulled out, but they're going to mark him out right at the 30. So I had to get to the 33, I think. So they're going to have to punt the ball. with 4 minutes going to be on the clock, or just under 4 minutes by the time he punts the ball. Is it not fourth down?
It is fourth down, 4th and 3.
Well, they're set up to run the ball. Are they going to? Well, I know it's 4th and 3, but that's what I'm saying.
He got it. He got it.
They got it. Went for the 4th down, needed 3 and got it. That is a gutsy call because you're on your own side of the field, which the coach is saying, hey, if we're going to win this game, we got to win this right here.
Yeah.
They got to the 36-yard line.
If you recall, Miami Trace will line up like that and shift into a punt formation.
Yes, and I was waiting for that to happen.
Yeah,
or just waiting for,
I think the eyes in the sky saw something, maybe a little matchup-wise with up front.
Yeah, let's put them out there and
saw
watch.
what they liked, and they went for it. And you know what? I'll take it, especially in a situation right here you need to score.
Okay, Robinette, hands off. No, keeps it to the right.
Got a guy open.
Oh,
he's got to
comes
move.
back to the side. Nice
He's
block.
Move.
Oh, nice hand pass.
Jones.
Got a first down. Jones got a first down. Going to mark him out at the 47-yard line.
He's able to keep the play alive.
Had to get to the 46, got to the 47, so we got a first down.
What I really liked about that play is when Trey Robinette's scrambling around, his receivers found him.
Right.
And they broke off their routes. They were able to get into space, and they gave him an opportunity to make that play.
Just as, like you said, a guy came open, but he was getting rushed. He had to get out of there, but he kept it alive, and they made something out of nothing. Robinette looking to the right, throwing. Oh, man.
Just overshoots. Oh.
He threw a fastball. No flag on the field.
That was close.
Yeah. He had a man open. He just threw it a little hard and a little high. But he didn't want it. But he didn't want to pick. He didn't want it picked off, and I don't blame him there. You know, you've got something good, positive going. Keep it going for another drive or another play after that. Goes 2nd and 10 from their own 47. We got one in the backfield, 2 to the top, 1 at the bottom. LeBeau up the middle. Oh,
He's
ball!
down.
But he was down. He was down.
down.
Referee's good call. Yeah, he went down. The ball hit and popped up. He was down. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 5. So very manageable.
Miami Trace found a little bit of success with spreading them out here.
Yes, I think that has helped them because they were bunched in, stopping the run. All right, Robinette looking to pass, throws to the sideline, overthrows, threw it too high.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4th down. Are they going to go 4th and 5? I mean, you just went 4th and long 3.
No, sending the punt team in, looks like.
Well, Robinette's still on the field.
He's the punter.
Is he the punter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it can do like they did last time. They can set up the run and look the field over and then decide to punt or run or whatever.
I think I understand here because there's still a little bit too much time on the clock for them to just say they don't get it.
Unless he drops back, they're going for it. Yep, they're dropping back, just like that's what you were talking about a while ago. This time they showed it, and they said, okay, let's go back. Hits. Ball picked up on the 8-yard line, hit and brought down at the 14.
Okay.
I was looking for him to take the ball, do a step, and then go to the right and run for the first. I think he would have had it. With the 2 guys going out, taking the guys back, there was nothing else. There was no rush from that side.
Right.
I think he could have ran for 4 yards easily and got the first down. I mean, the hardest part is you're 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but there was wide open over there.
Yep.
So they got the ball with 2:17 on the clock.
Jackson's going to try and score here.
Well, of course. Looking deep. Quarterback running to this side. Wolford looking. He's going to keep it himself and run out of bounds.
Good coverage by the Panthers there.
He got to the 15. They're going to mark him out at the 15-yard line. So all that for a 1-yard gain.
A little 2-minute drill action here.
they've done well with the pass, but now Trace is looking for a pass. So, it's a difference when you're looking for the run and you pass. Now, but they could fake him out with a run, and with the runners they got, they can get a lot of yardage. Let's see what they do here.
They're coming up under center.
Is that Cade in the backfield, I think. They got two in the backfield.
Here. Play action, release both tight ends.
He's going over to the
Trace
left, looking, running, and going out of bounds.
Unfortunately, giving the quarterback too much room to maneuver.
Yes.
And he's able to scramble for what looks to be maybe – no, he's just short. He's just short.
He's short of the first down, about 2 yards.
Okay, so Jackson's bread and butter, right? Line up, go straight at you.
Right.
Get the first down, hurry up to the line of scrimmage, and maybe attack him again through the air.
I mean, they need 1.5 to 2 yards.
Trace has got to dig in on the front, up front here.
Up front. Don't let them.
Yeah.
If they're going to try to run it to get it, don't let them get it. Have your backs.
Oh, yeah, they're going right at you here.
Here he comes, coming out to the right side.
Block.
Cade Wolford. They're pushing him out of bounds, but he was past the first down marker. So it's going. Oh, we got a flag. We got a little, like you said earlier, a lot of pushing and shoving going on. A little talking, snip after the play.
Penalty flag on the end of the play.
So let's see who it's called on.
It's like number 56. Brady Sheets for Trace. I'm not sure if there's going to be a number. Nope. It's going against the Panthers.
After the play, personal foul, 56 on the defense. Give 15-yard penalty.
Guys, you've got to keep your composure. All right, we're down to 150 and running. We got 2 in the backfield.
Play action.
No play action. Looking deep. He's throwing to the right side. And he beat his man by a yard, but the pass was too low for him to get to.
Yep. Simets is at number 7.
That's Ryan Simets.
Yeah, he got a good release off the ball. A little recovery effort by Bryce Perkins. I'll give him credit there, but just missed on the throw by Bodie Wolford.
Yeah.
I mean, it
was not terrible defense on the pass. It's just Simets was good, hard runner, and great throw.
I think I didn't catch.
He was overthrowing the defense.
I
and
didn't catch
his
what
man
happened by Perkins there. His eyes could have been in the backfield. Yep. He's peeking.
Oh,
dropped a pick.
Threw to Johnson coming out of the backfield. He was wide open on the left side and went right through his hands. It was a higher throw, but it was not too high. He was very, very catchable.
I've seen a lot of man coverage from Miami Trace. The only thing about that is if you're going to peek, you can't peek into the backfield because then you're going to lose a step on your man.
Right.
It's man coverage. You're supposed to read your man. So hopefully Coach Andrews can get that fixed.
You've got you've got other men to look for the backfield to catch those guys. You've got to go deep and that's your main.
You've got to read your responsibility. Quads up top.
Okay, looking pass all the way, running the right side, throwing to the left side, and overthrew his man.
Now that was good coverage by Miami Trace.
That was very good coverage.
Forced a punt. Minute 23 left. Okay.
But see what he does normally, what I've been seeing. He overthrows the coverage and then lets his man run underneath the ball.
Yep. And that man right there, number 8, Cade Wolford, is definitely a guy I'd let run underneath the ball.
He was catching up with that ball really fast.
He's
all right, they're back in punt formation. With needing 10 yards, I don't see them doing anything but punting the ball. Taking their time. Look at this. Look at this.
Run.
He's got the first down. Oh, my God. Nobody rushed him, so he just stood there, let everybody go downfield. Then when there's only one man between him and the first down marker, he says, I'm going to run, you catch me. And they got a first down.
That is film study.
That is
film study. They seen something on film for him just to sit and hold that football like that. They must have saw something on film and were like, okay, if we get that look, you got the green light and go.
Right, and he still had plenty of time to punt it if he had to. If he's all of a sudden 2 guys started rushing him, punt the ball. And but there was no rush on him at all. Pass outside, Going to be caught near the 30-yard line. I mean, right now they're getting close to, with this kicker's leg,
Yeah,
I'd
he's
say
in range now, I would assume. I bet he can hit a 50-yarder.
I'd say, yeah, I was going to say, I bet you they're putting the ball on the 20, just past the 29-yard marker. So they're probably within field goal range. That's a 46-yard kick
Jackson's
right
going to
there.
get the football at a half, too, so Trace has to get a stop here.
Yeah, you can't let him score now and get the ball back. And he got the first down, more going down inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they mark him. Are they going to mark him about the 9? So we've got still over a minute to go, and they're inside the 10-yard line.
9-yard line where it'll be first and goal.
You're already 3 touchdowns behind them. You cannot let another go up right here before halftime. You got to do something here, guys. Show them what you're made of.
Wolford missed
Wolford
tackle.
missed tackle and upright. It looked like they were still getting position on defense, and boom, ball was high.
Pretty sure Miami Trace's defensive line was all laying on the ground on that play. That can't. Looks like they tried. Maybe it was a cut block.
Well, I saw just before the snap 2 guys changing positions, and one guy was not in position.
They probably could have got caught up in the miscue there.
Yeah.
Well, can it get much worse?
I'm not
you
sure.
go. What I mean is all this stuff went wrong for you. You have some positives, okay? How do you go into halftime and build these kids up so that way they believe when they come out in the second half they're going to stop the bleeding, they're going to go to work, and they're going to chip away at this lead.
Right.
It's one of those situations when you go in a halftime, you wash it away, you forget about it, and you move on to the next objective.
Hopefully, if you're getting the ball back, you could even say, okay, we're getting the ball back, let's go back.
Let's go.
Okay, but they're getting the ball, so you got to go back there and say, okay, guys, we got to stop them.
One moment at a time.
56 seconds. Okay, first of all, I look for now, I started to say a squib kick, but I look for a kick out of the end zone.
He's going to get a hold of it.
I think because you could tell the last couple of times where they've caught it at the 1-yard line, he's not even kicking through the ball. So I look for him to kick it out of the end zone so there is no run back, and don't give them a chance to give something to feed their egos going in. Now, I could be wrong. He could say, let's let him run some clock off here. But 1 minute, can they do anything in 1 minute? That's the question. Or do they come out and take a knee and go into halftime?
Go into halftime and figure it out.
I'd say it depends on where they get the ball, what happens here.
Good kick.
He got underneath that one, and it's going to the end zone.
Bomb.
Yeah, he was going up, but you could see that kick.
I
That
have
time
a
he put a
feeling
little
that
into
somebody over there is going to be kicking on Saturdays at some point.
I agree. I agree. He's a senior, so it's going to be interesting to see where he goes next year. I'm not sure if he's the one that they said Illinois is looking at or not, but I know Illinois is looking at one of their players. Okay, 56 seconds left on the clock. Let's see. They're spreading out, so they're showing we're going to try to come down the field here. Let's see what happens. Robinette looking to the right, throwing.
Pass interference?
And overthrew.
Well, I guess he was throwing to the outside guy. It looked like Cooper Enoch tried to catch that pass.
Yeah, I think he did try to catch it, but I don't think he was throwing to him.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Well, only 5 seconds ran off the clock there.
That's the thing.
Man.
If you're passing the ball and you don't put – now you're going to have to punt the ball back to them, and you don't want them with the ball again this half. Robinette looking. He's going to run up the middle. He got over the 25 to the almost 26-yard line.
Third down and roughly 3 or 4.
They got to get to the 30 because it was put on the 20. Time for dinner.
Just funny. Defense. You want to hear the dinner bell. Go get it.
Yeah. All right, we do have a handoff going up the middle, and
Does
he
not get it. Looks
no,
like Andy
he
took
went down, but they were saying he was down, and that was LeBeau. And handed off to LeBeau, he got just to the 26-yard line and down. So we're down to 3, 2, no, 2, 1.
It
Clock's
sounds like
going.
halftime.
All right, and here comes Jackson's band out on the field as we go to halftime.
Well,
Score is 35 Jackson, 7 Panthers.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Mr. Ryan Hearn, Assistant Directors Keith Wilson, Mallory Wilson, and Mary Elizabeth Billman, Auxiliary Instructors Sarah Harris, Ashley Taylor, and Alicia Mannering, we proudly present to you the pride of Jackson, the Jackson High School Marching Ironmen! we close out our Cherry Hill Night halftime show with a performance of this Bon Jovi hit, Livin' on a Prayer. Thank you for your attention and applause. We are the Jackson High School Marching Ironmen. Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Mr. Paul Bissler and Anna Sollenberg, Color Guard Advisor Lindsay Hellwig, and Majorette Advisor Jamie Edsel, please welcome to the field the pride of the Panthers, the 2023 Miami Trace High School Marching Panther Pride. We are throwing back the clock tonight. The Panthers are roaring and the band is too. AC/DC said it best because tonight the Panthers are back in black. first show of the season. Man, it's a hot one, but we stay cool. We're feeling the step in the groove. Here is Santana Smooth. Going to keep rolling it tonight. Here is the Rolling Stones, Paint It Black. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the 2023 Marching Panther Pride.
classmates from the Miami Trace graduating class of 1983 who are celebrating their 40th year reunion this weekend. On May 22nd, 1983, 246 students graduated from the halls of the old high school. During the 1982-83 school year, the fall play was Here Comes the Brides, and the musical was Annie, Get Your Gun. South Central Ohio League championships were earned in wrestling and track also that school year. The SUL football championship belonged to the Miami Trace Panthers, putting up an undefeated record in the regular season, going 10-0. Panther football team ended their year overall with a record of 11-1 after reaching the state semifinals.
There we go.
Yeah.
Found it.
Found it.
I hear you. A while ago when your arm was here, your arm covered, so I didn't know which one you were moving.
Yeah.
I thought it was this, but I thought your hand was up there. So I thought, ooh. That's
Well, we are, looks like Miami Trace is back out on the field getting loose.
less than a minute. Here comes the Iron Men.
So, I guess
What would you say to? Okay, it's halftime. You're in their locker room for Trace. What do you tell the boys?
well, I think I challenge them a little bit.
Well, I think more a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's at this point, it's gut check time. Do you just lay down and let them continue to roll, or do you get up and
Well,
continue to fight? Or?
Losing to the Iron Men is not embarrassing. Losing to the Iron Men is not unexpected.
Right.
They're a good team. But you don't want them to come in and just at your field and just walk over.
No.
You want to show them, that they earned this win.
Right. So it's all about adjustments, right? What did you see in the first half? What were you getting gouged on? What was working? And you just kind of try to piece it together as best as you can.
And again, and a good coaching staff, and I'm sure this is what you do at halftime. You look at what happened to you the first half, and you say, okay, here's where they were stopping us. Here's how we can change that. And so that's what, okay, here did this. Okay, we're going to do this instead, and boom, hopefully we'll gain some yards from it. Find out what wasn't working, try to correct it, whether it was a player or a scheme or whatever, and work around it. Find out, look for your weaknesses so you can correct them.
Yeah. And then on the flip side of that, Jackson's got to figure out a way to keep the pedal to the metal, right?
Correct.
No game's over until the clock's hit 0, and
are they looking to bring him into quarterback part of the second half? He's
maybe,
warming up.
He is warming up. He could be warming up Bodie over there, too.
Looks like he's brother of the kicker.
Number 16.
Yeah, because Ethan Crabtree is the kicker, and the 16 is
CJ Crabtree.
CJ Crabtree. So I'm going to guess
freshman.
they could be brothers. I mean cousins, sometimes, but I'm going to say they're probably brothers. I mean, like the Wolford brothers.
Wow. I'm just looking at some of the highlights for Jackson and Coach Andy Hall. He is 117-38 at Jackson.
Wow.
His total head coaching record is 127-58. That's about winning.
Yep. That's. I mean, overall playoff history: 96, 97, 99, 2000, 2003, 2004, 2006, 2010, 2011, 2014, 2015, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That shows a program.
That's a lot.
What'd you do, Dean?
Got some popcorn.
He broke the camera.
Uh-oh.
Hillsborough 16, Washington 6.
Wow.
And the other is
Hillsborough 16, Washington 6.
Wow. I've heard Washington was down this year. 29-0. Massey is winning.
Coach Horn over there at Hillsborough runs a pretty unique style of offense.
Yes.
It's a ground and pound offense, but there's a lot of moving parts to it. And if you're not playing disciplined football, they can gouge you a little bit. All right, so looks like Mavis is coming out the kick to the Ironmen. Trace has got to get a stop this opening drive and get the ball and try to get something moving here.
Yes. What they need to do the second half to show there's a change, they need to come out with a stop.
Yep.
Defensively, I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised to see an onside kick just to be different. I mean, when you're down this much, you got to do something to kick.
Yeah, I agree.
And when we saw 3 in one game a couple weeks ago, so.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's a little, I want to say a pooch kick, but went to the 20. Nice high. Bounce off. He's going to keep running. Oh, he lost his balance. Johnson had the ball, caught it at the 20, and
almost 20-yard return.
I mean, he made it back to the 44-yard line. Wow. I mean, that's 39-yard line. Excuse me. I went the wrong way.
Okay.
I went to the 40 and went the wrong way. 40 to the 39-yard, 19-yard return on that kick. And it really, I mean, at first didn't look like he was going anywhere, and then, but again, these runners for them just get their legs moving. Johnson's in the backfield. Cade Wolford's at the bottom. Handoff to Johnson. Started to the right side, cut it back, and got about little over 5 yards on that run. They're going to mark it right on the 45.
And the Ironman offensive line is really getting
so he got
pushed.
6 yards because he was at the 39.
You got to figure out a way to try to stop that, get some penetration on the defensive side to maybe disrupt that running game.
Well, again, the running game was supposed to go up the middle. He saw it wasn't there, broke it to the left side, and made extra yards.
Yeah.
Play coming in from the sideline by Ryan Simons. Again, we got Johnson in the backfield. Handoff to Johnson, and he's going nowhere. He was still up, and, man, he came through. And
yeah, he did. Evan Mullet on the initial contact on Nolan Johnson.
And then Cooper Enix, he just came through and said, hey, you're not going down, I'll take you down.
And one of those, in that situation, you know, if you got the football and you're stood up and you're not going anywhere,
get down.
Get down.
Get down.
Live to play another down, right?
Because, I mean, Cooper did nothing wrong. You're still up, you're trying, I'm going to, he took him down.
Okay, here we go. Here's a good scenario here, 3rd and 9. Can you force a punt?
Can you force them? Yes. Now, they've been passing fairly well tonight. Are they going to pass or their running game? He's going to pass. He's looking downfield. He throws to the outside.
No.
Off the arm, and no. They're going to – will they punt? That's the next question.
Cade Wolford ran a really good
comeback. I think they will.
Bryce was able to recover. If he did catch the ball, he was going to be able to make the play.
Yeah, I think if they tried to go there, on 4th down, didn't get it, they're giving Trace too much. I think let's punt, put them back, and hold them. I think that's their scenario.
Now, last time, Crabtree took off running.
Let's see what – yeah.
Well, they came – got to it. What a beautiful spiral.
Man, that thing is high.
Beautiful spiral punt.
And it was knocked down.
Well, Miami Trace gets the stop they need coming out of the half now. Let's see if we can drive down the field and put one in.
That's the thing. Come on, guys. Show some spunk here. Show some Panther pride and put it together and come down the field.
Robinette coming out, gathering the huddle.
And I can tell you right now, they're not giving up. They're coming at them.
No.
Oh.
Might need to
adjust though. Okay, backfield. Handoff to the first man, and he got hit immediately. And Baker was the running back. I didn't got a post right in the middle of me here, and I couldn't see the number when he first got the handoff, but it was Julian Baker.
It's like 2nd and 9 here.
Got about a yard. He was hit immediately, but able to push through for a yard. We got one in the backfield, 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top, 2 to the top, excuse me. Looks like pass. And it is. He's looking, throws late, and misses the throw. Threw it down at his ankles. He was trying to go up the middle at a slant with a slant, and he didn't feel safe throwing it. He pulled it back. and then tried to hit the outman coming out of the backfield and threw at his ankles. So now we are 3rd and 9. All right, guys. Can you pull this one out? 3rd and 9, get a first down, keep the ball moving. All right. We got one in the backfield, 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top.
Robin out to pass.
Back. Oh, he's open. Ford's got it coming up the middle.
There he goes.
He went over the guy, but he got near the 50-yard line. First down, and the Panthers are moving the ball.
Evan Mullet.
Evan Mullet with a great catch, because I tell you what, he put some mustard on that throw.
He sure did.
And he still caught it and pulled it down.
Kind of a catch it or eat it situation.
Yes, that's sort of the way that one was. Well, put it this way. He threw it low and hard, and if it was high, that ball would have went 30, 40 more yards down the field. All right, in the backfield, one in the backfield. Pitch out. Baker has it going around the right side, over the 50, and gets hit, got to the 48. Make positive yardage. Yeah, can you say that real fast?
Positive yardage.
Positive yardage, thank you. All right. Get the deep voice back. I was getting too high there. 4 yards, that's good. 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. Keep the ball moving, keep positive yards. Great job. Robinette, hands off to Baker going up the middle, and he got about 2 yards on that play. Got the ball almost to the 45. So we're going to be at the 46-yard line.
Another 3rd down scenario here. The lovely ball.
I would say no punt, two more downs. Isn't that what you were saying there? Yeah.
Probably.
I don't see him punting the ball here in this situation. Especially if they make some positive yards on this play and don't get a first
coming out of the
down.
half.
Baker in motion, looks, fakes throwing to, and he's hitting the backfield. I'd say punt now probably.
He did not have a chance.
No, he took him back. He may even they lost yardage from the original line of scrimmage. Baker in motion, he turned, faked the throw to Baker, and when he turned back, he was being hit by 2 guys. All right, they're going to line up like they're going to run the ball, but they'll probably drop back into punt situation here. There they go. I would even look to run the ball around this way. If he takes this guy out of there. Low punt, hits, rolls past. Don't go in the end zone. Don't go in the end zone. And it does. Man, if that ball could have died about the 2-yard line. That was a good punt. He kept it low and hard and
got the roll he wanted.
Rolled past the guy that was going to run it back, and unfortunately, a little too much on it, and it rolled just about 2 yards into the end zone.
Well, see if maybe the defense can get a score. Late substitution here by the Panthers.
We need a turnover. That's one thing this team needs. And Cade has it coming around the outside, was going up the middle, broke it to the right side, and just broke it outside and down. He's going to get a first down on that run. That's every time we're saying we need to stop. They get a 10, 12-yard run. It's just like we can't keep letting them do this, guys. We got to put our foot down and make a stop here. I mean, you do stop him. You took away what he wanted to do, but he still gained yards. You got to take it all away. Johnson going up the middle, and nice defense on that play. They do gain a yard or two, but they did put a stop on it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be about, they're moving it again. They're going to say 3 yards on that one.
2nd and 7, looks like.
2nd and 7. All right, guys. Now put a hold on here. Catch him in the backfield or a no-gainer here. All right, going pass. Looking to the outside. He caught it. Ball's about the 46-yard line.
Not bad coverage there by Perkins.
No.
He's in his hip pocket. Just a well-placed ball.
He can't, even though the pass was great. It was behind the receiver, and the defender can't overplay to get that because he'll get burnt deep. So he played his spot where he needed to, and then the ball was just played behind the receiver and low. Only he could get it.
It's a good timing route. They probably work on that a lot.
Yes. 2 in the backfield.
It's all
Pitched
sweet.
Cade going around the left side, and he's taken out, but he gets over the 50. Going to mark him out just about the 49. Cade Wolford with that run. I mean, it almost looked like it was going not too much and then gains 5 yards out of that play. So it's 2nd and 5 from the 49. Got to get just over the 45 to the 44. Here comes a blitz. And he still, and he breaks it, goes right up the middle, and looks like Cade Wolford's going to trot in for a touchdown. Right up the gut.
Had him stopped.
I was ready for to call the great stop, and just as about the time I was doing that, somebody had his ankle, he pulled loose and was gone. I mean, that's what's got them was breakaways. I mean, that's their third over 40-yard run for touchdown. Here goes the kick for extra points. It's up, and it's good. By Evan Mollett. No, excuse me, wrong team.
That would be Crabtree.
Crabtree, the one we talked about a minute ago, Ethan Crabtree, with his brother warming up on the sideline. We're assuming he's brother.
Well, it looks like we get a running clock now.
30 points. Mm-hmm. Yep, 35. So I would say we're going to have a running clock. Yeah, that's one thing you don't want to have happen to you if you're a player.
You got to score.
I won't comment on that, Rick. Yeah, they just announced it going to a running clock. That should be a slap in the face to Miami Trace to get them to do something.
And for officials and team charge timeouts. If the point differential should fall beneath 30, normal clock operations will resume.
Oh, boy.
Again, preparing to kick off for the Ironman, number 4, Ethan Crabtree.
All right. And a deep, long drive going into the end zone. It hit about 1 yard in. He's got a leg. He's going to be going somewhere next year, that's for sure.
Yeah. He gets a lot of opportunities to kick the football.
Oh. Well, it's like Wilmington's kicker several years ago went to Temple University.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, it's nice to follow someone going somewhere.
Yeah.
See what they do. I had never really followed Temple. I started watching Temple scores and see how many field goals they gotten.
Yeah.
Well, once it opens in Wilmington, I'm going to go to Wawa. You want to follow me?
Yeah. I'm not following you to Walmart. Sorry.
No, Wawa.
Oh, Wawa. I thought you said Walmart. I'm not following you either. It's
Wawa.
Wawa.
Only has 10 players on the field.
Okay, pitch out. If he gets around the corner, didn't quite make it. He got about a yard on the play, but it was a pitch out. If he got around that corner, he got some yardage.
They played that play with 10 players on the field.
They played with 10. I heard you say 10 players. I didn't know which team.
It looks like they were trying to attempt a late substitution. Number 17, Jones, came off.
They got 11 now.
But did not see anybody come back in for him.
Unless there was 12 on the field and he ran off,
Yeah.
I don't. Spreading it out a little bit more on this play. Faked handoff, throw to the right, up the middle, caught. Great play. 35 Gibbs.
secured the pass. Great hit by Simets.
That was he caught the ball, and again, catch it or eat it, and then he got hit hard and stayed and kept a hold of the ball. Great job by Cody Gibbs. Tell you what, he's got an arm on him.
Yeah, Robinette does throw a really good ball. He puts a lot of zip on it. He gets it where it needs to go.
Okay, does the handoff up the middle this time,
Baker.
and he's going to get a few yards. Baker did a nice run there. Got about 3, I'm going to say, on that play.
Ball carrier gain of about 3 on the play. Tackled by several Ironman tacklers.
All right. So you got an option here of still running the ball, get some yardage, or going to the pass again. 3rd and 7, or 2nd and 7, excuse me. Had 3 in my mind from how much yardage you got. 2 in the backfield, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. And does the pitch out to the right. LeBeau following, gets over the 40, following his blockers. And he's going to be a little short of a first down, but it's going to be very makeable.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, 3rd and 2.
A trusty bell.
They're saying 3, 3rd and 3. Or are they still saying 7 and 3? I don't know. Oh, 3. All right. Got to get to the 44, and the ball's on the 41. Staying to the outside is the best way to get a few yards, it looks like. He's following his blockers, gets to the outside, got the first down and more, going down the sidelines and pushed out of bounds. Great run by Asher LeBeau.
Asher's not going to kill you with his speed, but he gets to where,
he got
like
to
I said, he moves in space really well. He just seems
Yeah.
to keep himself in that gap.
Yeah, follows these blockers well. Then when the blockers are going, he sees where it is down the field and does the best he can to get.
I really enjoy watching him run the football.
42-yard line of the Ironmen. 2 in the backfield. Going back to pass. Robinette looks wide open, caught. Jones catches the ball, taken out of bounds about the 35-yard line.
Malachi Jones on a 5-yard out route was able to get some separation and hauling a nice ball by Robinette.
That was a good route and a good pass, both, because he was wide open.
2nd down, gain of about 7. 2nd down and 3.
I don't know if they're playing off more or they're just finally running some good routes. Pass to LeBeau in the backfield, going around the right side, following the blockers, got up close.
He got the first down.
Got the first down, got over almost to the 30-yard line, about 31. So keep the chains moving. That's the name of this game. Move the chains, get into the end zone. All right, we got Baker and LeBeau in the backfield. We got 1 to the bottom. Mollett, 2 to the top. Hand up the middle. Oh, he broke through. Hand to Baker. He was hit probably a yard in the backfield and made
He was able to get the first.
over the 30. So he
no.
Yeah. He gained about 3 yards on the play.
It's like
But he could have been a loss, yeah. He was hit in the backfield and then made at least a 2-yard gain on the play. Is that the quarter?
That is the quarter.
Oh, it goes fast when you've got a running clock, yeah.
Well, if they can stick it in, they'll stop that
Yeah.
and keep giving themselves opportunities. But it's been a long night for the Panthers, unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately.
Just Jackson does. They run the ball so well, and they're schematic, and it's hard to match up with. Like I said, if you overcorrect to their strong side, they're going to bust you going to the opposite. And
they got 2 great running backs.
You got to figure out to find that balance, and then at that point, then you got to win the battle up front.
Right. And at the beginning of the game, they were winning the battle up front.
100%.
And for years, that never happened at Trace. I mean, they always had.
Was able to sit in on a
huge
conference with Andy Hall one time, and he really dug into his unbalanced and offense and how he likes to run it. And I mean, if you got the horses to do it, it's super hard to stop.
Well, that was always the thing. If the offensive blocked where they were supposed to and did their job, it's hard to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Handing, nope. Fake the handoff. Robinette looks, throwing deep in the end
Got a
zone.
hand.
Gives us there. Oh!
What a play.
Great
Who is that?
defense. Was that number 3 or number 16?
I got 85. That is Caden Priest.
Caden Priest came back
Senior
in.
defensive back. What a play.
I mean, that was in Gibbs' hands.
Yeah, Gibbs
And
had a step, and Priest was
just
able.
as it was hitting his hands, he got a hand up and got the ball.
That's what you teach your defensive back, shoot the hands. If you can get in between there and get the ball out, and that's exactly what happened. Good play call by Trey.
It was
So
a great play call because it was there working. Hey, man in motion, Baker in motion. Hands to Baker moving. No, keeper by Robinette going up the middle, and he walks in for a touchdown for Miami Trace. Great job, and we're stopping that clock now. 11:01 on the clock, and it stopped at 11:01.
great read by Robinette.
Good read, good call.
Had Baker in motion, and I think what happened was, we fed Baker so much tonight.
And he was
Defense
watching.
overflowed.
Yeah.
He got his key, pulled it, and had a running lane.
And, I mean, he did a good job of sticking it in.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he saw the defense go, he pulls it back out, held it for a second, and then ran up the middle and wasn't untouched, but not knocked back down. He went on in. Here we go for the kick. And it was blocked.
And the extra point is no good, making the score Jackson 42.
I thought he looked a little slow on going up there.
Timing's off.
Yeah, the timing just wasn't there on that play.
So we will go back to regular timing.
All right, so we got rid of the running clock.
So 13-42 with 11:01. Trace will do kickoff again. You got two options. One, try to kick it deep or squib kick it and stop them, or do an onside to get the ball back. But if you do an onside, don't get the ball back, you're giving a firepower team the short field.
Yeah.
I would say they'll probably try to kick it deep.
Yeah, I think kick it deep here. Just get the defense on the field and see if you can get a turnover, stop, and get the offense back on the field as quick as possible.
The only good side of the running clock when you get a score like this is the clock's going to run out before they have time to score too many more points.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Trace can get the ball back and put another score on the clock.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Kickoff for the Panthers. Number 89.
Just about cut this score in half.
Back deep for the Ironmen. Number 6, Nolan Johnson. Number 7, Ryan Simons. And number 8, Cade Wolf.
And Pooch kick hits at the 25. Oh,
Okay,
it's still alive, and they finally pulled it in. Man, I tell you what, he was trying to pull it in. Then it scooted away from him.
Yeah, you know what that looked like to me?
What?
Have you ever had one of those dreams where you're trying to run away from something, but you can't run fast enough?
Right.
When that ball fell out of his hands, he started crawling, and it was
He
like
did, because the
really
ball,
looked like he
he
was
had
about to
it, and the ball rolled away, and he's wanting to get it, but he can't crawl fast enough to get to it.
That's the worst feeling in the world. It's like, you got to get
It's like
there, but you
running
can't
in
get
quicksand. You can't go nowhere.
there. Oh, man. Well, looks like number 16 is coming into the game for
Yes,
Jackson.
so-
That is C.J. Crabtree at quarterback. Number 7, Simets, is now at tailback.
Let's see what Crabtree
We're
can
gonna
do.
go
If
bread
he-
and butter here.
He's going to hand off.
Stopped by the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't really look for him to pass the ball in this situation. You're coming in. Your job is to hand off and keep the offense moving. Now, I'm not going to say he's not going to pass to get a first down if it's needed.
Oh, he will.
But-
He's secure in this football game. He'll-
Right. But, I mean, his main job is let's run it and run the clock out. I mean, that's
A lot of substitution going on right now. Number 12 comes into the game for Jackson. That is Eli Davis, a 5'11", 170-pound wide receiver, sophomore.
Davis. That's
There you
my long cousin there.
Straight give to the fullback here. Trey snuffs it out.
Yep. He's going to get to the 25. So we're going to have 3rd and 5, I think.
Number 36, Bryce Delaney.
Now we'll find out. Will they just run the ball again, trying to get a first down and keep the clock going, or will they put
No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down.
Mr. Crabtree to pass the ball here in this situation? Makes it
I think you let the
interesting.
young guy pass, see if you can get a first down.
Yeah.
Something with a quick one read. Catch it, get the ball out. Or under center, maybe a little play action here.
So we got one in the
Simets,
backfield.
So he's counting. False start.
Oh, yes. Number 2, and he knew it. Tucker Williams. I don't know what he did, but he jumped.
Yeah, he sure did.
5-yard penalty.
I thought he was giving a signal to somebody at first, with just and
Penalty stepped off. It'll be 3rd down and
that's
12.
that happens when you put a young guy in. Mr.
Yeah,
Williams running. No, he's not young. He's
junior.
junior, but again, not a starter. He's also a backup quarterback. All right. Got 2 in the backfield, 1 each side.
We got a play action.
Play
pass.
action. Here he comes.
Got a
He's
guy
looking. He's throwing.
Got a guy wide open.
He caught the ball, but
I think he's short.
he was short of the first down right.
Yeah, looks like they're going to 4th down. See what happens.
Pass is complete to number 2, Tucker Williams.
Will they try to run it here to keep the ball?
Ball it'll be 4th down
I
and
mean, that's crazy if you go for it here. You're up. Punt the ball.
back deep for the Panthers. Received the punt was number 35. Cody
Is
Gibbs.
he going to punt? I haven't seen anything that indicated he was going to punt.
I don't have either.
I think
But
he's going to let the clock run down to 0.
Okay, he's got to get to the 35. So I was thinking he had to get to the 30 and was at the 29. He has to get all the way up to the 35, I think, doesn't he?
He's going to call timeout.
Timeout.
He just also ran 12 onto the field. Nobody came off.
Timeout.
So, technically, should have been.
If they ran the clock out, it should have been a penalty for 12 men on the field.
Even in that process. I
Right,
mean,
because-
you can't have 12 men out
I
on
mean,
the
if he
field.
calls a timeout or does something before, that's one thing. But they let the play run out, which would mean that. I know it's at least one
I'll
of
be
the.
surprised if he goes for this here.
I don't see
He's
60.
going for it. He didn't put 4 out there. They're going for it.
Are they
Wow.
going? Oh wow! Oh
They
wow!
And we don't. And Trace doesn't even don't even know it. They don't know it.
Look at him. Tim.
I mean,
Going up the middle. He's hit. He's still moving. He fell over the first down. Yes. Oh my God! They hit him They hit him at the 30, and he made a first down 5 yards ahead.
I mean, I don't really like that
He
play
just
call.
kept-
I mean, you're up 42-13.
That's a little rub in your face.
I mean, it is, and you got to have a little bit more class than that.
it's like, okay, you've
I
got
understand, you're up big, punt the ball away.
you're up 29 points.
Kind of midway through the 4th here.
Yeah, with 7:57 to go in the game, it's like, okay, let's give it back to them, and let's stop them, and let's.
But if you smell blood in the water,
I tell you what, if these two teams meet in the playoffs,
yeah. I mean, there might be a little bit of bad blood there.
right?
It looks like Hall's running the clock down and then using his timeouts, and he's trying to,
He's trying to get
he's trying
players-
keep away.
Yeah, he's trying to get some players in the game, I think. Well, and I think also what he's saying is, I didn't get it with my starters. I got it with my bench
Probably.
guys.
I'm old school.
And I do agree with that to a degree. If you put your bench guys in, you can't get out there and just say, drop to a knee and get nothing.
Yeah.
You're getting a chance to play in the game. I'm going to give you a chance to get some yards. So there's two sides of that coin. It depends on which side of the coin you're on and how you feel about it sometimes.
I might just be a little old school, I guess.
It's like putting a
Maybe you don't have as much faith in your. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm not. I'll leave it as is.
yeah.
Let's see what happens.
All right, we got one to the one to the left, two in the backfield. Big block, second man coming through, number 10. He's hit, getting about 2 yards, I think. I don't have a 10 on my sheet here, so I don't know who has the ball. I go from 9 to 11.
Was it 6? Is that 10 or 18? No, we don't have an 18 either.
I got Ben Bauer. He's in the backfield. But I don't show 18 and I don't show 10. That's what happens when they bring these young guys in. All right, we do have Crabtree under center. 2 in the backfield. Fake. He's going to keep it, running to the right, looking, throwing long, and threw out of bounds. He just threw it away.
So there, I don't know what he's doing at this point.
don't know.
I mean,
Is incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
So we got 3rd down, 8. And the let's just run the clock out thing I mentioned earlier is out the window because they've been passing, I think, almost as much as they were running the ball. If they pass there, you know they're going to try to pass here.
he's trying to play keep away, I guess.
Second man coming through. He's hit. He's still rolling. He's rolling. And he's hit again and brought down. He grabbed him and brought him down like chasing a
Looks like
calf
number 9 Cooper
at the
Hicks
rodeo.
makes the tackle.
I mean, that did. That looked like grabbing the calf at a rodeo and yanking him down.
Yeah, it sure did. Now we're going to punt.
39-yard line. Got to get 6 or more.
Now, I just seen 2 players come off for Trace and only seen 1 come on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11. There's 11 on the
Oh,
field.
they almost got there.
Boy, they almost did. Ball's going to hit.
Get away from the ball.
Get away. Don't try to catch that. I know you're thinking, oh, it's bouncing up right in front of me, but they're down there. You catch that, touch it, they're going to boom, and there goes the ball flying.
It's not a good situation.
No. And every young guy gets in the game like that's going like, I'm going to make a play. I'm going to make a play.
Well, you know, if you think about it, that's an opportunity for a younger guy to maybe make some playing time for himself.
Right.
Going forward and in the future. You know, make a big play. And
I mean, it did have a high bounce and it was right in front of him. I mean, it's not like picking a ball up off the ground. It's in the air, catch it. And if he could have caught it, if they're sort of standing still and broke them, who knows what would have happened.
looks like we're going to get freshman QB Gage Henry here for Miami Trace if he decided to sit Robinette.
Okay, which is not a bad idea.
No.
Don't get him hurt.
Live to play another day, right?
Right. Because you got these young guys coming in off their team, and they're trying to make a name. You don't want them hitting your quarterback. Handoff up the middle. No keeper, but he didn't gain much there.
No,
I
he
don't
did
think.
not. And I think if he would have given that ball,
Yeah.
Baker had some room to that left side.
Unless they just flat out knew he didn't have the ball. He had room to run.
Sure
And
did.
he's a big boy. He could have broke some tackles. All right, here we go again. 2 in the backfield, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Handoff up the middle. Nope, keeper again. Pitch out.
Asher LeBeau,
He's got room. He made a good cut. Oh, boy, if he'd have got he did another cut to the outside. Went in. Oh, there goes a flag, and it's.
Why were there 2 Jackson Ironman all the way deep into that sideline?
I don't know. I don't know who it's going to be. It's going to be on them or the sideline guys on their players. I'm not sure. But 2 Jackson guys went into the Miami Trace team, and a flag came in to that area.
Looks like it's going to be against Trace. Is it?
There was a penalty at the end of the play.
Yep, that's why he's marking it off. Yeah.
Wow.
Dead ball. Actual play. Personal foul. Number 4 on the offense. The result of the play is a first down. Be a 15-yard penalty. First down, Miami.
Under what circumstance?
That's,
I mean, you got to play with.
that's
gotta
Ethan
make-
Crabtree, the kicker.
I think that was on Evan.
Oh,
Mullet.
wait a minute, wrong team. Yeah, again. Evan Mullet.
See, that's a big run that gets taken away.
Yes.
I mean, I understand emotions are high, but we've got to be able to channel that in and just continue on. There's LeBeau again.
LeBeau, he's breaking. He's still on his feet at the 50, 45, 30, 41-yard line, not 39.
Goes, I'm going to get that back.
Yep, and he did. See what they mark. I think they're going to mark him about the 41-yard line. No, they're going to mark him all the way to the 40. They're going to give him the 40. Okay. Great run by LeBeau, I tell you.
40-yard line.
The penalty took one great run away from him, so he just got another one back and did more. Great job, LeBeau. Okay, we got 2 to the bottoms. Got Gibbs down here to the right, 2 in the backfield. No, yes.
Free play here.
Yep.
They didn't even throw the flag, did they?
No.
Wow.
They're going to let it go. I think the referees are saying, let's not stop it.
Let's get home.
Gain of 5, it'll be second down and 5.
Yeah, nose guard for Jackson fell right over the football.
Yeah, I almost stopped talking because I thought they were going to blow the whistle even, and they didn't throw a flag even, nothing. All right.
I'll tell you what, these Jackson fans see it all the way to the end, don't they? I don't see many of them leaving.
I know it. Nobody left early. Okay, Baker to the right, or to the left, excuse me. 1 in the backfield. Quarterback keeper throwing deep. He's wide open. Caught it. Touchdown. Did he make it in? No, they're going to put him down at the 1. Oh, come on. Give him that play. He put his arm and tried to keep up to go in the end zone, and the referee called him down at the 1.
I mean, you're not going to call the false start, but then you're not going to give a guy 2 inches. Oh, good grief. Sometimes I just don't understand. Well, score here, kick an onside kick, and do it again. Let's see what happens.
Come on, guys. Got Baker and LeBeau in the backfield.
Feed one of them. On LeBeau.
LeBeau, second. Going through. He's touchdown. Yep. I don't care if they called it. I was calling it.
Think you go for 2 here?
Why not? Gosh. What do we got? Now you throw a penalty flag.
Illegal formation on the offense. 5 men in the backfield. Be a 5-yard penalty. First down.
5 men in the backfield, and you catch it after the play?
Yeah.
What?
You know, it's like when I was refereeing basketball and you get team that's far ahead, just like I quit looking for things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's just get the game over when it's that big a lead. Broken play.
Boy.
And they're going to take a bigger loss. They're going to be back to the 9. They went to the 6 on the penalty, and now they're going to go back. He went to hand off, and the guy ran right by him and didn't even look for a handoff. And he was like standing there like, oh, and then he tried to run, but there was nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Number 10 for Jackson. And it'll be
second down. Second down from the 9. Okay, looking to pass, throw into the end zone and intercepted. All righty, they run the ball back out to about the 8 or 9 yard line. So if you asked a minute ago, could it get any worse?
Wow.
I mean, he was throwing to the man, but he wasn't looking for the defense.
That's a tough break.
That was a linebacker right in the middle just watching, and he only had to go 2 steps to his left to catch that ball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a young quarterback. Gage is just a freshman, so.
I mean, he was doing He ran the offense correctly. The man was open. He threw to the end zone, but he threw a lob pass.
But this is also why you get those guys in the football game to see this type of stuff. And
right.
It helps with their development. Now they'll come back tomorrow.
Because
if he'll be playing on Saturday or this Saturday.
Oh yeah.
But,
if they don't do things wrong, they don't know what they need to change
100%.
and read. So now he knows to read that better.
We'll see it
okay.
on film.
Man, we got flags everywhere on that one. Okay, he calls delay a game. What was that referee throwing his flag over there for? He doesn't have a clock on him.
Oh, no.
Unless somebody moved, but it was already dead because of the delay. All right. Handoff coming up the middle, coming around to the right side. He's hit and brought down about the 14-yard line. So it's going to be about 2nd and 4.
Coach Hall's just pretty content on letting that clock run.
Yeah.
They'll go 2-0 in the FAC. Trace will drop to 1-1 with a homecoming game coming up next week against Chillicothe. Which I'm interested to see how they did against McLean.
Yes. McLean's been doing pretty good this year.
Yeah. Played Trace tough last week.
A second man coming through. He's got a first down and more. Gets out to about the 28-yard line.
Some old school running right there.
Yep. First man comes through, and that's what they've been doing. Their first man's a blocker. I mean, on this offense right now that they got out there, he's down there. He's a big guy. He's leaning forward every time. If you watch him set up out there, and he's just looking for a guy to knock over.
Right.
I mean, look how big he looks back there.
It's a big boy. Number 36. That would be.
Okay, they're going to take a knee now. They're finally going to take a knee.
Okay.
They got in victory formation. Quarterback just took a knee. It's down to 56. They got to do it one more time at least. And we got players already lining up at the 50-yard line that's on the bench.
A long night for the Panthers, unfortunately. They've got to regroup and focus forward.
No, I really came tonight looking forward. Last team that has the ball type of game.
Yeah.
And
everybody knows the type of team Jackson is.
Oh, we knew it was good. They're good coming in, yes.
And they're the standard, right? They are the standard of the conference. And to be able to see where you truly are, you have to go up against them and see how you compete.
Are they? I don't know that much about Jackson. Are they a bigger school than Trace? Are they?
No, I think we're about the same.
Okay, about the same size.
Because we opened up in the playoffs with them last year, so I would say we're about the same size.
Oh, they got to snap the ball again? Was there? There must have been a penalty or something that killed the clock.
And that'll be the final need of the football game.
Right. And there's the last play of the game. Players go to their own sidelines. Players are meeting at the 50. Let all your feelings go aside right now, guys. Just congratulate and let it go. The Ironmen do have a good football team.
They do. Tough one.
And Trace will bounce back from this. There's no doubt about that.
I think we'll regroup and the JV's got to get lined up for tomorrow. They're heading down to Jackson to maybe kind of deliver the payback a little bit.
Yep. Right now the final score 42-13. Jackson Ironmen over the Miami Trace Panthers. And hearty congratulations to the victors on this, and looking forward to Miami Trace with more victories after this.
Yep.
Is Chillicothe next week? Miami Trace hosts Chillicothe next week.
That's a homecoming game. They were able to crown their king and queen this afternoon at the end of the school day.
Good.
So all the
Do you
festivities.
know who won?
Yeah, actually, a senior football player was Nick Ferens is the king. I'm not sure who the queen was.
Okay, I was going to say you can give a
actually,
shout-out
I do.
to
Her
both.
name's Gracie Shaw, I think.
Gracie
is what her
Shaw.
Name. Yep. So.
In relation to
No, I don't. No, I think it's spelled differently.
Okay.
Yep, royalty is named, and all the festivities for next week. Something to get up for, something to,
Yep.
You got to continue on in FAC.
And that's the thing. Come back next week. It's your homecoming. Be up, win the ball game, and get your pride back.
Yep, 100%.
Let's see. Do we have anybody coming up? Or
I'm not sure. I see Coach Anders down there. We'll see.
I mean, after a loss like this, he may say, I don't
yeah.
feel like going up there. That's
Yeah.
understandable, but we'll keep it alive here for a few minutes, just waiting.
Yeah, Trace will sing their alma mater and then go to the end zone. They'll debrief, and we'll see which way he decides to go. And,
Right. If he comes up, I'll give him my headphones so you can talk to him.
Well, Andy Hall, another win for him.
Yep.
2-0 in the conference. I'm not sure who they play next week.
Does it say on the thing?
No, it does not. I know they've already played.
It was showing previous games. I didn't know.
Oh
if it
wait,
was
yeah,
showing.
that's right here. So they go to Hillsboro next week. Who just
Okay.
I don't know if they were able to beat Courthouse. I guess we can take a look at some scores.
October 6th at Hillsboro. Then the McLean, then Chillicothe.
Let's see, Hillsboro.
We don't have Hillsboro till I think week 9. And what week is this?
They beat Washington Courthouse this evening, 36-6.
Wow.
Hillsboro Indians.
Well, I heard they were down, but I didn't know they were that
Well,
much down.
Courthouse they still have a lot of athletes on that team. They got a kid, I think is Mason Coffin, who's he's 1 or 2 interceptions away from setting the state record.
Oh, wow.
Yep, and they got a couple D1 prospects on that team. So
that could make an interesting game then for Trace Hillsboro then.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, Coach Horn over there, he's in his second year as being the head man. He runs a pretty unique style offense. It's a real ground-heavy game, kind of like Jackson, just a little bit more moving parts to it, trying to, get a little deception involved. And, that's big for that program. That program struggled for a couple years.
It did.
And it seems like they're getting back on track. So congratulations to the Hillsboro Indians tonight. Not sure. Maybe we can pull up some other scores. Obviously, our score here tonight, 42 Jackson and Miami Trace 13.
You're in my area.
Chillicothe. It says it's live. I don't think we have a score. There is no score. I guess we can check the McLean Facebook page.
Well, we was waiting to see if Anders was coming up, Coach Anders. I don't know.
It looks like Chillicothe is leading McLean 20-17, so a close game down there in Chillicothe. A couple surprising scores.
Let's see if I...
To kind of talk about Trace's game tonight, I just think, some self-inflicted wounds. But, you kind of got to regroup and be able to, push past that adversity. And, a little bit of growth can come from this. You just got to see the brighter side of things, unfortunately.
Okay. Bellbrook at Franklin. That's the old Wilmington coach at Bellbrook. But it just says in progress, so nobody's called the score in there on that one yet.
Athletic director now. He's not a coach.
Oh, he's the AD?
Oh, he's the AD now?
Nice, yeah.
I did not know that.
It's like Anders is
When you look up Max Prep, you're getting things all over.
Oh yeah, you're going to get the whole state. Actually, I'm
Springfield
interested.
beat Springboro 28-9.
That Point Pleasant game and that Fort Fry game was a big one there.
Wow, and
20
Point
to
Pleasant
13.
won 20
wow.
to 13.
That's I'm actually surprised at that Fort Fry.
Fairfield, if that's Fairfield, Cincinnati, I don't know who they.
Yep.
Oh, Princeton. I was like,
Yep.
I just saw Prince. I was like thinking of, but Princeton beat Fairfield 28 to 14.
Yeah, fun fact about Princeton: former Miami Trace star athlete Elgin Card is the superintendent there at Princeton.
Greenview is 18-13 in the fourth quarter.
To Southeastern. That's that OHC South race is getting pretty tight.
Is SL Southeastern?
Yeah, that's South Charleston.
Okay, I know what the L stood for.
Yeah, Southeastern Local.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
All right,
yep.
thank you.
They
Because I thought it was their logo.
Cedarville had Springfield Catholic Central tonight.
I haven't got to theirs yet.
I'm sure that they were pretty confident in going to that game.
Trinity beat St. Xavier. New Bremen. Okay.
New Bremen's a former or last year. Oh, that's a MAC game against St. Hendry.
And it's in progress. No score.
Cedarville, Ohio. See what the old Indians are doing tonight. 35-0 against Springfield Catholic Central.
Wow.
So they moved to 6-1 and 3-1 overall in the OHC. Now next week though, that becomes a pretty tight game depending on what happens with Greenview and Southeastern. Cedarville will be. I think they.
Westfall, just up the road from here, is playing Zane Trace 0-0. It says here so.
Western Brown, 1 point lead over New Richmond. That's
wow.
a close game.
Wow, that is a close game.
Yeah.
Greenan in Greenview's league is winning 48-10. What happened on the game last week against Greenan and Greenview?
Greenview won pretty convincingly.
Okay, Greenview won. Now this week, Greenan is killing Madison Plains. Of course,
yeah.
Madison Plains is a small school.
Yeah. Yeah, they're building that program over there.
Is this Clinton Massey?
Yeah, Clinton Massey and Goshen. Wow, Clinton Massey rolls 50-0 over Goshen.
Wow, I was here when I was in CMHS. I was like, what?
I think that's Cincinnati Country Day and CMHS. I'm not sure who that is.
It seems like it's what? No, that's Goshen. It seems like it's a team that's around that area. That's
Well, I see Coach Anders down there. He's looks like he's conversing with family, so I'd say it's safe to say he's not going to make it up tonight.
Well,
that's okay.
Let's go ahead and cut it off then.
Yep.
So.
Joe, I appreciate you guys having me again. Always fun to be up here.
It was fun. I love your football knowledge.
Well, I won't.
I was a basketball player. You're a football player.
I know a little bit about it, but not enough. So
I mean, I watch it. I'm like those people that sit at home and watch it on TV and think you know everything.
Well, I love to be around the game, and I'm a person that really loves high school sports. I love watching the kids play. And
I played up to my freshman year, and but I was basketball, so I started going into basketball practices more, and there was no. I went to East Clinton, and they previously had no footballs.
Okay.
So I didn't have football in my background. My brother never played football. Nobody I knew played football. So
kind of a new concept, eventually.
And